It's a LP. It's a LP. It's a LP beat. It's a LP beat. It's a LP beat.
All right. We are back. What's up, everybody? We fix this up a little bit. All right, there we go. How's everybody doing today? Peace to you too. Hey, shout out to Australia. Hey, appreciate that, Patricia Russell. Welcome to the family. Hey, appreciate that, Kelvin. What's up, Richard Taylor? What's up, Bishop? As a college football fan of the Vols, I love the Eagles in NFL, but I would have to say Cowboys when Amari Cooper been popping off lately. Hey, absolutely. Let's hit that 5K. Hey, appreciate that. All good, Trox. Thanks again, and hope your medicine is working. Hey, I appreciate that, Stephen Pierre. You know, as a Lions fan to a Browns fan, I'm carefree, LOL. Says pre-post and in between. Hey, I know that feeling. I knows that feeling. Richard Taylor with a $5 super chat says I'm the first one. Appreciate that $5 super chat.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
What's up, the Philly Talk Podcast? Eagles in the playoffs either way. Absolutely. That is all facts. Tommy says, here we go. Hey, absolutely. I only got one job, says Richard Taylor. Take Hurts out if you have fantasy. Back to game 2. How's your night going? Hope you're feeling better. Hey, appreciate that, Aaron Terry. Yeah, first game, first half, man, that was probably the roughest. But now that medicine's been kind of kicking in a little bit, I'm doing a little bit better. Beagles Vid says Saints need to win if they want to make it to the playoffs. I'm glad they made it. Probably not make it to the Super Bowl. But I do want to send a special shout out to the game day as sports betting is in New York. Hit that link in the description and in the chat. Streamlabs does drop the link for all your top New York betting sites. And take advantage of all what the sports books has to offer. Shout out to the game day. Girls Rock 47 with a $5 super chat says, hope I'm not the last.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Here comes
Hey,
the money.
appreciate that.
Here
Girls
we go.
Rock 47.
Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Green Bay has a good shot at making it to the Super Bowl. They got to go through the defending champs in Tampa Bay. They got to go through the Rams have a say in it, as well as they are in a win now mindset. Who else is in a win now mindset? I would say Arizona, but I'm not going to be a homer. I would love to see Arizona go to the Super Bowl, but I think with the loss of J.J. Watt and DeAndre Hopkins, I think it's just way too much for them in the loss column to make it that far. Mike Shannon says, shout out from South Carolina. Green Bay will win the Super Bowl. I hope everybody bet North Dakota State negative 13.5 with me and 3 more FCS props winning into tonight's NFL 4-teamer. Denver covered easily. JJ is coming back, bro. Man, I hope so. If they can get JJ Watt and D-Hop, they might have a shot to to make it to the Super Bowl. But they got to get healthy. They got to get those that rhythm down pat. They'll have a shot at the Super Bowl as well. Packers 31-27 Chiefs. Hey, you're welcome, Al Shadow. JL, how's it going, brother? Says Green Bay and Tampa Bay are hoping the Saints lose or 49ers win. What's up, Ishmael? Says this is Ishmael from Freeport. I'm a 49ers fan. JJ Watt has been activated. Ooh. All right, Julian. Appreciate that. Saints win, 49ers lose. We got this. We them boys, says old school. CeeDee Lamb, 77 receptions, 1,057 yards, 6 touchdowns this season. What's up, Jessica Haggerty? Says sweep them Sheagles. Come on, throw 12 and 5. What's up, Trox? Glad you feel better. Hey, appreciate that, Herschel. Why did Cowboys go from -3 to -6? Kiwi Love, how's it going? Steve Davis says 49ers are going to win. Hurts out or something. I'm not too sure. But I mean, if Hurts is out, they still have what's his name? Gardner Minshew. What's up, Pete Ocean? What's up, Austin Lee? Hurt is out. Okay, so Jalen Hurts is out. Tony Wright says Minshew. Hurts is out. Coach's decision. Hurts is inactive for tonight's game. All right, so if Dallas wins, they can pretty much lock up second seed. What Minshew can do? I mean, Minshew is actually a pretty solid quarterback. Even in his one start on the season for the Philadelphia Eagles, you know, he actually did really well. So, you know, he's going to be, he's a solid guy. I mean, I told everybody, you know, as a Lions fan, I would have loved to trade for Gardner Minshew. I would have traded David Blau and Tim Boyle for Gardner Minshew. Go Pack Go tomorrow.
Brian Greasy, I'm Steve Levy. The Cowboys at 11-5 clinched the division. That means at
I have
worst, they're the
31-33
4th seed
Philadelphia.
in the NFC. The upside, though,
Minshew against
they
the
get all
Jets.
the way to 2,
Win.
and 2 weeks from now, you win a game. Maybe you're
What's
at
up,
home
Pregame
instead of going to
31?
Green Bay or having to visit Tom Brady. So an important game tonight for them.
Yeah, but I don't think tonight for the Cowboys
Hey,
is about seeding.
if you
I
want
think
some
it's about
good
getting the swagger
Eagles
back. And
content,
this is a team,
Pregame
especially on
31.
the offensive side, that cannot afford not
Man
to play
just
their
started
starters.
this channel, but
They
man,
have
that
to
kid
get
is on
this
fire.
offense going. And tonight, it has to start with the run game and Ezekiel Elliott. This team rushed for 45
What's up,
yards
Real Mystery?
last week. They were embarrassed by the Arizona Cardinals. And for them to get back on track, it has to start with the run game. They're going to have their
He had a
offensive line
phenomenal
play
show
tonight. And
against
then off of that, the play
Law
action game
Nation.
to CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper has to fit in.
Yeah, and speaking
That
about
was a
swagger,
fun
look, on
live
defense,
stream.
they don't lack swagger
Pregame
at
31
all.
and Law
Look, new
Nation.
defensive
If you
coordinator
haven't
Dan
checked it
Quinn
out,
told
go to
his
his
team
channel and
this.
check that
The
video
message has
out.
been this: make plays, don't chase plays, which means just do your job, because they know they're good enough to deal with any of the offenses in the NFL at a very, very high level. It is highlighted by the fact that
I
they
got
have what
Cowboys
they call
first
a
half.
three-headed monster on the defensive line. Micah Parsons is part of
ATS.
that. You're not going to see him tonight, but you will see Randy Gregory and
AB
DeMarcus
to the
Lawrence,
Cardinals.
and they can get after the passer. Look, this is a football team that gave up a franchise worst.
Wait, did he go?
473 points in 2020. This year, they're top 10 in scoring defense, and they lead the league in turnover differential. I would say they
Hold
got their
on.
swagger back.
Quite frankly, there is less on the line tonight for the Eagles, who are locked into either the 6 or the 7 seed. However, Philadelphia is one of the most pleasant surprises around the league. And
So
Nick
Trayvon
Sirianni,
Diggs
their
is
rookie head coach,
inactive for
believes
today.
They've earned what they're using as a bye week here tonight.
Yeah, and I'll tell you who else has earned an opportunity to play on a big stage tonight, and that is quarterback Gardner Minshew, the third-year pro out of Washington State. Look, this is a guy who's
I
probably going to
don't
be traded
see,
in the offseason. He's a guy who
any
right
breaking
now,
news when it
he
comes
started one
to
game in
AB
week
to the
13 against
Cardinals.
New York Jets, and all he did was complete upwards of 70% of his passes, and they love him here in Philadelphia. They love him in this locker room. He's going to have some of
Just
his weapons grease
double-check
on the
real
outside.
quick.
what a big opportunity for him to go ahead and showcase his talents to the rest of the NFL.
And such a fun guy to cover and to watch. And I'm looking forward to watching him play tonight. I'm also looking forward to him throwing the football to Devonta Smith tonight. Devonta Smith has an opportunity tonight to beat the rookie franchise.
All right, do have to mute it. Devontae Adams this season, 875, needs to beat 912 to pass Deshaun Jackson for most by a rookie
Tonight.
In case you can't tell, the Cowboys just took the field. It's always fun when the Cowboys and Eagles
Yeah, I
get
don't
together.
see nothing about
Lisa
AB
Salters is up next,
when it comes
and
to
then it's
the Arizona
Philadelphia and
Cardinals.
Dallas on a Saturday night.
I would love that, real talk. I think that'll solidify their offense. You know, with the addition of Zach Ertz, shout out to the Eagles for giving me Zach Ertz on the Cardinals. And, you know, if they could get D-Hop back, they'd have Christian Kirk, AB. I mean, that'd be a nice little offense. Hey, prayers up to you, Spartan 7. Says tornado touched down northeast of town near Humble. Cardinals make it to a NFC Championship game. Hopkins may be able to return. Yeah, I hope so. Ertz for a 5th-round pick. That was a steal, Trox. Hey, absolutely. That's why I had to give a shout-out to the Eagles on that one. I appreciate that. A 5th-round pick for a guy that you know definitely is our best tight end on the field. I appreciate that. And he knows how to win in this football league. You know, he just won a Super Bowl, a couple years ago with the Eagles. So, I mean, he has that winning mentality. He knows how to win in this game. You know, that's going to help. AB left the game like a boss. I'll tell you what, though. His what do you call it? The memes that went around with that, like Randy Orton, WWE superstar, he got involved. He was like, AB's hearing voices in his head, and he has a picture of him like this, and AB like this. I'm like, oh, man. Getting Ertz was a steal. The Uber leaving the game, AB said it will make his Netflix series off the chain. Playoffs are wide open. Hey, absolutely. NY Jets FL. No, I can't do that. They definitely shut down the channel. They might be true at voices in his head. What's up, De Niro? What's up, Trace McSorley Burner? Derek White? Dan Wilsey says, true that. All right, we're about to resume.
Well, Steve, both teams could potentially improve their playoff seeding with a win tonight. So there is still something on the line, but when it comes to deciding what's more important, giving starters time off before wild card weekend or play your stars and stay sharp, these two teams are taking opposite approaches in the ongoing debate, rest versus rust. For Philadelphia, COVID made Nick Sirianni's decision a little easier. 12 Eagles went on the COVID list on Monday, including 8 starters. Most have not cleared protocol and are unavailable tonight. So Sirianni said the decision to sit some other starters, most significantly quarterback Jalen Hurts, was a no-brainer. Hurts has been nursing an ankle injury since week 12, and Sirianni said, if we're going to win games in the playoffs, we need Hurts at his best. As for the Cowboys, most of their starters will be in action tonight. Mike McCarthy said it's about momentum for his team. Coming off last week's home loss to Arizona, McCarthy believes the best decision for them is to play. His players agree. Dak Prescott said tonight is about finding a rhythm. We've got to be on a roll for whoever we face next week, he said. And Ezekiel Elliott told me if you're playing good football, you can rest. But we've been struggling on the offense. It will be good for us to play well together tonight. Steve?
All right, Elise, we'll see what the Eagles have to say about that. You've been watching The Progressive.
All right. Should be here starting right after these commercials. Rams will lose to San Francisco. Hey, appreciate that, Amelia. Catherine Womack says, fly, Eagles, fly. Sorry, unemployed free agent, says Michael Collins. Skip and Shannon are pulling for Dallas. James Hill with the $2 super chat says, go Cowboys. Thanks, Trox.
Here comes the money.
Hey, appreciate that, James Hill.
Here comes the money. Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Carl says, go boys. 49ers won't sell. Let's go Dallas Cowboys. Hello, Trox. What's up, Jeff Williams? No, I didn't attend the same school as Andrew Luck went to. Cold day in Solable LO hockey sticks. What's up, Cam Cam? Says, let's go Philly. Cowboys winning, says Seth. Tip ball. Pick 6 by Eagles tonight. Gonna be funny. LOL, okay. Had to ask Spartan. Trucks, do you believe Tampa tried to tell AB an injured condition last Sunday? I do. I know a lot of these coaches, they don't care about the players. They just care about, their job. Their job is to coach and to win football games. Bottom line, they got to make money to put food on the table. It's a sad truth. Some of them are like that. And if it was true, that's kind of sad on Tampa Bay's end. That's not going to be a pretty thing on Bruce Arians' conscience, for one, and also, on his resume. Forcing an injured player to go in after he told you, he got 26 plays in him, and doctors were telling him you shouldn't even play those 26 plays, and to get pretty much released off of that because you didn't want to risk your career. That's kind of a bad look on Tampa's end. What's up, Brad Keene? I don't care who wins, but prefer the Yeehaw Cowgirls, says Chassis. Dak has been inaccurate. AB said he had an MRI and had a broken ankle bone. Yeah, he said he had a lot of, what do you call it? He had some shattered bones in his ankle, things like that. You know, and like I said, to play even 26 plays on something like that, I mean, they should have been like, hey, I appreciate those 26, but if they really cared about his health, then I would have been like, you know what, hey, I appreciate you wanting to play 26 plays and all that, but just take today off because I'd rather have you healthy for the postseason. What's up, Newmander? All right. So Dallas won. I'm sorry, Dallas is kicking off. So Dallas will get the ball to start the second half.
Cowboys won the toss and have deferred. And so the Eagles will get the football first.
All right, here we go.
Jason Huntley just elevated. He's back deep for Philadelphia. 11 elevations
and
today.
Here is the opening kickoff of this ball game.
The Eagles. Here's Greg Zuerlein into the end zone.
And it's going to be a touchback. Ball is at the 25-yard line. First down and 10.
In a bit. Take a good look at the starting center, the all-world center of the Eagles.
I do have to mute it. Showing Jason Kelce.
Glad he's out there and that Nick Sirianni did this. The fans are excited about it. Keep that streak. That's like 7.5 years, Lee.
This could be a one and done for Kelce. Here's Minshew to throw. Devonta
And that is
Smith
incomplete. Second down and 10.
Bring it down. And Kelce will head to the sideline. He gets a full game check for that, right?
He sure does. Look, I was here in 2011 when he was drafted in the 6th round. This was Howard Mudd's prize find from the University of Cincinnati. Look, he loved Jason Kelce. He has exceeded everyone's expectations. One of the best centers in the league since the first day he stepped onto the field.
He wants no attention. You see, he ran off the field.
Yeah.
He didn't want the fans to, welcome him off the field. Such a humble leader for this team.
Second down and 10.
On second down and 10.
And
Kenneth Gainwell. To the
Gainwell,
line of scrimmage.
gain of
Keanu
about
Neal
maybe
makes the
a
stop.
yard.
Gardner Minshew. Lewis, you mentioned him at a start against the Jets. Remarkably efficient. 20 of 25, 242 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions in a victory.
I mean, he was cool as a cucumber that entire game, Steve. He's a guy who distributed the football quickly, was very decisive, moved outside the pocket, had great pocket awareness.
Third
Look, I
down
expect him
and
to go
9.
ahead and compete his rear end off tonight. He doesn't know any other way, and he's going to have to against this front four that's going to be coming after him.
Brett Toth expected to play center the rest of the way for the Eagles tonight in place of Kelce.
And
On
here's
3rd and
Gardner
9.
Minshew.
Good pocket.
Minshew
Minshew
throws.
loads and fires. And
Oh,
it's
that's
deflected and
caught.
caught.
Devontae
Devonta
Adams.
Smith on the
First
receiving
down.
end. Calvin Joseph, the rookie out of Kentucky, had it in his hand.
Holy
and it goes
smokes.
For 25.
They might start calling it Minshew Mania and call it Minshew Magic. I mean, he's trying to get the ball to Devonta Smith on a little comeback route, and just serendipity for Gardner Minshew.
First down and
just
10.
across midfield.
Ball's
in
at the
Dallas
49-yard
territory on
line.
First down and 10.
Here's the
Minshew
play
off the
action.
play
That's
fake.
caught.
Quick throw.
That is another
Able to
first
complete.
down.
That's Jalen Reagor.
Jalen
First down.
Reagor.
Pick up a 12.
Look at Gardner Minshew. You see, he just stays calm in the pocket, man. And you look, that ball obviously should have been intercepted.
Hey, I
but
appreciate that,
all's well
George.
that ends well. And then you just see here on the RPO that he just completed after this play here to Devonta Smith. You just see how quick and decisive and calm he is.
All right,
And that
here we
kinda
go.
rubs
First
off with the
down
rest of
and
the
10.
offense, man. I'm telling you, he gives them a chance every time he's out on the field. I don't care who he's playing with.
That's Calvin Joseph, the rookie corner. He's got to make that play.
First down and 10.
First down and 10. At the Dallas 37.
Ball's at the 37.
Minshew
Here's
will
Gardner
roll.
Minshew.
And we'll
He's
take
going to
off.
tuck it and
Checks
run.
the rear view. And
he gets it across the 35.
Force him out, pick up a 4.
So while Gardner Minshew and the backups for Philadelphia are going against a lot of the starters for the Cowboys defensively,
Ball's
they do
at
not
the
have
33-yard
Trayvon
line.
Diggs, no Anthony Brown. There are 2 starting corners not here tonight, and as well as J-Ron Curse, who's been a revelation for Dan Quinn in this defense. He's out tonight, and no Micah Parsons, as we mentioned. So there's some players out and opportunities in the secondary.
All right, here we go.
Minshew
Second down and 6.
2nd and 6.
Out the shotgun,
On the
Gainwell.
ground, here's Gainwell.
Gainwell gets it up at the 30-yard line,
Neville
gain of about
Gallimore
3
makes the
yards.
stop. Curse is kind of a sign of the times for the Cowboys. Had a hamstring injury, then got moved to the COVID list today, and that's the reason. He's
Third
out.
down
Anthony Brown
and 3
starting
yards.
corner on the COVID list. Trayvon Diggs is out due to illness, according to the Cowboys. Not COVID related, not as of now. 3rd down and 3 upcoming from the Cowboys 30.
Single high safety, shotgun formation. Rager in motion,
Back to Gainwell.
and that's a
Got
first
the
down. Kenneth Gainwell gets it up at the 21-yard line.
Eagles on the move.
We talk a lot about the left tackle, Andre Dillard, and he's one of these players for the Eagles that is getting a hard evaluation tonight. That's him on Randy Gregory. But Dillard has been a little bit of a disappointment, I think you could say. He's been beaten out by Jordan Mailata, but an opportunity for him to get a full game reps against a really good defensive line.
All right, here we go. First down and 10. Here is the handoff.
Right back to Gainwell. Able to turn the
Gainwell,
corner.
that's the first
Inside
down.
the 10. Now the first
First
down
and
for the
goal
Eagles.
at
Pick
the
up a
9-yard
12.
line.
Look, this is just a real nice read by Gainwell. You see out on the edge, Jordan Lewis, he has to be able to play with better leverage and keep that ball contained. Because, look, Gainwell's one of those guys, great vision,
Ball's
great
at the
strength,
9-yard
great
line,
balance.
shotgun formation.
Philly's on the move.
Here's a
First and goal.
handoff.
Give it to Gainwell again.
Gainwell gets it up at around the
To the
6-yard
6.
line.
Keanu Neal makes the stop.
Eagles are about to score. I used to watch Minshew when he played for Washington State. Minshew is solid.
Here comes the
Whoops.
I mean, this is a guy who's
Wrong
recruited
one.
to Memphis as a quarterback, or rather recruited as a wide receiver, was a quarterback in high school, switched to running back. And he's got a lot of skills, man. And his tape is really good this year. And it's showing up so far.
All right,
They
here we go.
Wildcat. That's Minshew.
Shotgun formation. There is a pitch.
Quarterback. He pitches
And
it to
that's going to
Richard
be a
Rodgers,
gain of a
who was
couple.
just elevated, and DeMarcus Lawrence makes the stop. 3rd and goal.
It's a really nice play from DeMarcus Lawrence, understanding that formation and what out of the Wildcat to expect that shovel pass inside to the tight end. Rodgers barely gets it, but look at DeMarcus Lawrence right there. For this team to continue to get momentum, DeMarcus Lawrence.
All
has
right,
to play
3rd
at a high
down
level.
and goal. They need Pater,
Third down
10
and
plays,
goal.
72
Jason Huntley is
yards.
checked in.
5-10
Elevated
on
today.
this drive.
He's the running
Ball's
back
near
to the
the
right of
3.
Another shovel again.
And that's going to be a touchdown.
It's Tyree
Philadelphia.
Jackson. And the Eagles strike
That's
first.
Tyree Jackson. Tyree Jackson, former quarterback of the Buffalo University.
Devonta Casey, just watch him here on the end of the line of scrimmage. You see him come up field for Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, that's got to be his responsibility. KZ's got to take the
He's got to slow play that a little bit more for
quarterback.
sure.
And just like it was on the previous play, you need the inside rush, that line to come and help you on the pitch. They weren't
All
able to
right,
get
here we
done.
go. Here's a kick.
Jake Elliott
Kick
puts
is
through
up.
the
Kick
extra
is
point.
down the
And
center.
Tyree Jackson, welcome to the
7-0.
NFL.
And the Eagles take a 7-0 lead.
Hey chatters, welcome to Troxel Stream. Here are the rules. There will be none of the following allowed: cursing, racism, religion, politics, spamming, bullying, or bashing. In result of doing so, you can be timed out by a mod or banned.
What's up, JT? Says Trox wave. Oh, phone? Okay. Man, I have no idea why my chat is so screwed up. All right. It's done, JT. Yeah, we got a weather advisory coming in. A winter weather advisory. It's 31 degrees here in Michigan. Hey, appreciate that, Paul Fox.
They got a lot of issues, quarterback questions. What about this new head coach?
Yeah.
And bam, here they are in a playoff spot and maybe as high as the 6th seed.
You got to give Nick Sirianni
I wish
credit,
I could,
and
New
you're right,
Mander.
it didn't look good, but
I would love to go fishing again.
On, and it was this offensive line
I just
and
physically
the run game, and
can't
that's
right
what got them
now.
back in this year.
Elliott will put it in the air. And it'll go as
And
a touchback.
we're going to have a touchback.
Dak
Ball's
and
at the
Cowboys
25.
Take over from the 25-yard line. Prescott has thrown for 32.
All right, do you have to mute it real quick? Showing us some Dak Prescott. 32 passing touchdowns this season, 4 shy from a Cowboys record. Tony Romo in 2007.
Leader I've ever been around, and that's quite a statement.
Amari Cooper in motion. Out the weak formation.
Ezekiel
Here's a
Elliott
handoff.
and he's got
Ezekiel
the football.
Elliott.
Trying to cut
Zeke
it up.
gets it up at
Near the
around the
28.
29.5-yard
Glover made the
line.
block. As we take a look at
Elliott, Cooper, and Lamb, stars to watch. What's up, Shasi?
You know, how many catches?
All right, here we go. Empty set.
I don't hear any of that stuff. I want these two guys to come out and play at a high
And we
level
got a
because
whistle.
They need them to play better.
Flags on the
They have to
play.
better for this team to go where they want to go.
False start. Offense, number 63. 5-yard penalty, second down.
And that's not what they need.
All right, that's a 5-yard penalty.
In the league. Look, we
That's
talked about
Tyler.
with Mike McCarthy as well, and with Kellen Moore. That's just killer right there.
By
I mean, you
Dazza.
can't start off the second play of the game and have a false start. I mean, that's just inexcusable.
And another empty set.
that's Zeke bottom of your screen. Eagles rushing 4.
And that's caught.
Got
That
it away.
is
Amari
Cooper.
on the catch.
Down
after
at the
the 30.
30.
Pick up a 5. The Cowboys are the most penalized team in the NFL and have the most penalties on offense. But you're
So,
right.
Dr.
Kellen
Ocula?
Moore said, hey, the pre and post snap, that's the ones we got to stay away from, like that, for example.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a part of that's just concentration. See, that's all it is. I mean, coaches don't coach that. That's on the players.
All right, here we
gotta
go.
make sure that
Ball's
doesn't
at the
happen.
30.
But holding, we
Third
can
down and
figure
5.
out. It's not the false start.
Yeah, the pre-snap and post-whistle
Personal fouls, those kinds of things. 3rd and 5. Prescott out of a nice pocket.
And that's caught. That's
And
Wilson.
Cedric
Cedric
Wilson. That was a beauty
Wilson,
of a ball.
first down,
Prescott to
Cowboys.
Wilson. Pick up a 16 in the first.
Yeah, and it's a heck of a route till you see Cedric Wilson in the slot here to your right, and you just see him separate coming out of the break, and Dak just puts it high and away. Nice throw, nice conversion.
Cedric Wilson's been a luxury for this team. Without Michael Gallup, who tore his ACL, unfortunately, a week ago.
All right, here we go. First
Cedric
down
Wilson's
and
gonna be
10.
a lot bigger part of this offense.
That's CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb.
That's a first down.
Another first down for the Cowboys.
Gain of about
Pick up a
15
14.
yards.
Look, Dak Prescott said, I've had enough of this. I'm going to start putting this ball on my guys here. You have backups playing against what we consider to be the best group of 3 wide receivers in the NFL, and I know Michael Gallup isn't here. If you can tell, Dak is throwing the football with a purpose.
No Tony
All
Pollard tonight. He's
single back
back down with a
formation.
foot injury, not COVID related.
Here's
So we'll get a
Zeke.
full dose of Ezekiel
Gets it up.
Elliott, and he'll get 4 there.
gain of 4 yards. Second down and 6. 7.5 to play here in the first quarter.
See Kellen Moore, the offensive coordinator. We had a good conversation with him. I think the attitude of this offense and this team this week was, I think, appropriate. They were not happy. They were
Showing
ticked
some
off
Kellen Moore.
with the way last week went against
Second
the
down
Cardinals.
and 6.
They want to get it back on track for sure
Ball
tonight.
is at the 37-yard line.
Running behind
Here's
Corey
Ezekiel
Clement
Elliott.
block.
Gets it up.
Clement will be the
At the
second
34-yard
running back
line.
to Pollard's spot here tonight. Bring up a third down.
See, it was a nice job by Cameron Malveaux on the right side going up against Dalton Schultz.
All right,
the tight end,
third
who's come
down
under
and
fire for some of
3.
his blocking on the perimeter and his inability to really deal with some of the bigger defensive ends in the NFL. We talked to Kellen Moore about this.
Third down
They
and
said, look,
3.
it's something they need to get better at. And they're going to make a concerted effort tonight to get it ironed out.
Cowboys get Blake Jarwin back after
Empty
2 months
set.
away, out with a hip injury. They're happy to get him back as well.
And it is incomplete. Intended for Wilson.
And it bounced around off Josiah
Brings up fourth down and
Scott, the
3.
nickel. He had the coverage, 4th down.
Yeah, you're going to see it's just an inside slant, and watch the accuracy from Dak Prescott. This ball just a little bit behind the receiver. Now Wilson should make that catch, but as a quarterback, listen, you're paid to be accurate, and Dak normally is, but that's been an issue for him as of late.
The offense will stay on the field.
All right, 4th
and
down
3.
and 3.
From the Philadelphia
6:26.
34-yard line.
Shotgun formation. Here's Prescott. That's caught. That's
Cooper
first down.
coming
That's Amari
across.
Cooper.
First down. Pushed
Cooper
down
got
the
it down
20-yard
at around the
line.
20-yard line.
Pick up a
J.L.
14.
Gogan with the
You're gonna see Amari Cooper
$100
just run
super
the
chat.
shallow.
Says,
And you're
OMG,
gonna see,
dude,
Kerry
you got
Pitts
one
is the
job.
corner out of
Hot
LSU, the
got him.
rookie corner. Look, he's just got to get
Here
over
comes
the top
the
of that.
money.
You're going to lock that up.
Hey,
You're gonna
appreciate
play
that,
outside leverage
JL.
man-to-man on Amari Cooper screaming across the field on a shallow. You better get on your horse and you better run.
All right, first
Good
down
execution on
and
the part of
10.
the Cowboys.
Slay, Harris, Maddox, McLeod, Nelson, all not playing tonight in that Philadelphia secondary.
Cooper's in
Tight
motion.
ends for Dallas.
Single back formation.
10. Here's Clement.
Clement
Spent 4
Gets it
seasons
up
here in Philadelphia
at
with
around the
Eagles.
25-yard
Local
line.
product out of the New Jersey area. Sean Bradley made the stop.
The fans here are excited to see Corey Clement. If you don't remember, he was the one that started off the Philly special. He took the snap and then he flipped it to Nick Foles, but he's a legend here in Philadelphia.
10th play of the drive.
Second
upcoming.
down and 5. Ball's at the 15-yard line.
Elliott's back in there. That's Wilson in motion. Dak
And
looking
that's
for
Wilson,
Cedric's
5,
got him.
and
he will
touchdown.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Cedric Wilson.
Take a look at CeeDee Lamb. He's going to come up, and the guy running in motion, he's responsible for that rub on him. And now he comes in and levels his shoulder down. Could have easily got called for pass interference on the offense there.
There's Greg Zuerlein.
All right, 10 plays, 75 yards, 9 minutes and 52 seconds. Kick is up. Kick is good. 7-0 or 7-7. And we're tied at 7. J.L. Gogan, $100 super chat. I appreciate that.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money Money talks.
Here comes the money.
But Shannon, Jerry Shannon, and also the same person is Mike Shannon. Please stop trying to disrespect my moderators. They're doing their job the way I asked them to. So please respect my moderators. Don't be doing that. You do that, you will get banned. What's up, Andrew Myers? Hey, today's probably the first day I felt this good in all week. And I'm still not 100%. What's up, Jose? Let's go, boys. This Kiwi love. Titans are dangerous. It's all good, Paul Fox. Yeah, hey, brother, I got your back. You know that. Hey, appreciate that, Kerry. Yeah, today, I mean, man, it was bad. It was bad. Oh, snap. Appreciate that. Fix that score clock. Get that clock up and going good. Appreciate that. Sorry about that. There we go. Got 5:08 to play. All right, here we go. We are coming back from commercial break. What's up, Michael Johnson? Cheers, my brother.
We have a 7 game here. Key
right,
play
here we go.
conversion on a 4th and 3 that kept that Dallas drive alive. Huntley is back deep. Zerline in the air. Touchback, and let's go back and look just how wide open Wilson was, and we bring John Perry in for your thoughts on this play, John.
I think it is offensive pass interference based on the shoulder. He establishes a blocking posture into the defensive back. I think the deep wing official should have had an offensive pass interference.
Yeah, that could have been a pass.
As clear as it gets, right, John?
None of them are clear.
Oh, okay.
They're quick.
Well, we're clear on that.
One. You got to get that one.
First down at 10.
Normally you teach that receiver to go up and turn around
7-7-5-0-8.
defender go over
Ball's
the
at the
top, and you've
25-yard
done your
line.
job. You just can't run right into him.
Eagles have the football.
First down and 10. Second possession.
Here's Gardner
for
Minshew.
Eagles. He's in all sorts of
And
trouble.
that's going to be a
They'll
no
just get
gain
back
on
to the
that
line of
play.
scrimmage.
Ball is down at the 25-yard line.
Simple, what's designed to be a kind of rub route situation. If you have veteran corners in there, that kind of thing doesn't happen. You see Josiah Scott coming across the formation. He never even looks at CeeDee Lamb. He has no idea that he's even there. He's so locked in saying, look, I got this guy. I'm just going to cover this guy. And Kerry Vincent isn't communicating with him. These are the kind of things you can expect to happen
All right, here we
during the course
go.
of this game with young guys who haven't played together
Shotgun
at all.
formation. Appreciate that,
Officially,
Floyd
that goes
Rogers.
as a sack
Welcome to
and
the
back to line of
family.
scrimmage, no gain. Second down and 10. Here's Rager. Kelvin Joseph to force him out. Bring up a third down.
So there's a lot of Eagles that are getting the night off tonight, but a couple that are not are Jalen Rager, Quez Watkins, Greg Ward. That receiving core, along with Devonta Smith, they're all dressed and they're
All right,
playing
Jalen
tonight.
Rager.
This is a group that has to continue to develop. And although
They're
no
going to
Jalen
lose
Hurts,
about a half
they're gonna get
yard.
some opportunities
Third down and
with Gardner
11.
Minshew.
We'll see when Devonta
Appreciate
Smith
that.
gets
Welcome
13
to the
yards or
prospects,
so. See
Floyd
how much
Rogers. Appreciate
longer
that.
He plays tonight. 3rd down and 11 from the 24.
Empty
Low
set.
snap. Minshew picks it up.
Here's Minshew.
Flush throwing on the run.
And that is
And
incomplete.
it's through the hands of
Intended for Tyree Jackson.
4th down.
Brings up
Here
4th
you
down
see
and
what
11,
Dan Quinn is doing with all
3:45.
these movable pieces he has up front on the defensive line and the way he can deploy these guys. None of them were down in the 3-point stance. You had Randy Gregory standing up. You had DeMarcus Lawrence standing up. Neville Gallimore. I mean, all these guys moving around. This is the thing that Dan talked about is that's fun for him, and he's finally found a way now to utilize these guys to their best and to their most optimum. And that's without Micah Parsons playing tonight.
You see CeeDee Lamb back deep. Cowboys have blocked the most punts in the NFL this season. Here they come. And Aaron Sipas able to get it away. Lamb will make a couple moves, a little shake and bake, and has some sideline.
And good gain by CeeDee Lamb.
Goes to a 42-yard punt.
All right, do have to mute it. For copyright music. Just trying to make sure I have this all centered. All right, looks like it is good. Actually, let's go. Yeah, there we go. All right, there we go. So Floyd Rogers got you added to the end screen. Shout out to the 861 in the building. We have 173 thumbs up. Appreciate that. Go them boys, says Raymond Williams. Chassis says, I like never hear of Eagles fans. It's strange. Like in the Twilight Zone, a rare knowing one from Wisconsin. Black and yellow, baby. Hey. You already know. Black and yellow. It's actually my, I'm using it as my challenge flag. Or I'm sorry, my penalty flag. I do need to find something and pretty much make one. Come on, Dallas, keep on scoring. Jason Kels. Shake and bake lamb.
In franchise history. Now I know
here we go, 486 points.
Regular season, I get that.
It's kind of crazy that they're the number one scoring offense in the league.
Yep.
And we're talking about all these issues that they have and rhythm and momentum and
I
the
formation.
running game and Dak being on the same page. This is the
Single
number one
high
scoring
safety.
offense in the league.
Connor McGovern in the block for Ezekiel Elliott, but Dak wants to throw. Got a man
And that's
wide
caught.
open.
That's
It's
Amari
coming
Cooper.
across.
Cooper inside the 30. That's a 27-yard gain.
29 yards on the play.
Look, if you're Zach McPherson, number 27, you got to have some communication with Kayvon Wallace, number 42, to the safety as far as how you're going to handle this deep over route, because Wallace is up in the line of scrimmage off of the play-action fake. Zach McPherson doesn't know exactly what he's doing and what he's supposed to do, whether or not he's supposed to take him man-to-man or not. That's how you give up explosive plays.
Prescott under some pressure.
And Prescott's
And he'll
going to
slide down.
lose.
That'll go as a loss.
Loss of
Raekwon
couple.
Williams And we check in with Lisa.
Hey, Steve. Well, entering the week, Amari Cooper had the lowest catch total, his lowest catch total since 2017. He had made it known that he wanted more targets. Just this week, he said, it's like basketball. If you want to make 100 threes, you've got to shoot over 100. If I want to catch 100 balls, I've got to have those targets, and that's not really in my control. When I talked to him this week, he said he didn't want to really make a big deal about it, didn't want to belabor the point, but just believes if he gets more targets, he can help jumpstart this offense.
Shotgun
Since
formation.
week 9, just 25
Here's
catches.
Prescott throws. And that was intended for CeeDee Lamb, incomplete.
CeeDee Lamb, the intended target. Going to be a holding call.
All right, there is a flag on the play.
Holding. Offense number 52. 10-yard penalty. Would be second down.
It's Connor Williams, left guard.
Connor Williams with that
Listen,
flag.
I hear these receivers talking about they want more targets, and I think Amari Cooper needs to play better. I think that's, and CeeDee Lamb, same thing. Right there, that last play, CeeDee Lamb's breaking up the field, and Dak Prescott's throwing an in-cut, and they're not on the same page. Those are the kinds of things that lead to turnovers and inconsistency and
Second
trust.
down and
The
21.
quarterback has to trust you're going to be in the right spot on every
Trips
single
up
play,
top.
and these receivers haven't done that consistently enough, in my opinion.
Penalty backs him up.
And that is
That's
going to be Dalton Schultz at the 30.
Pick up a 10.
Brings up third down,
penalty
gain of
yardage
10
back,
yards. Third down and 11. 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Dak Prescott tonight, 7 for 8, 101 yards and a touchdown.
Again, the Eagles defensively.
Shotgun formation, trips down low.
Philly rushing 4. Prescott.
Prescott throws,
He'll throw it away.
and that's incomplete.
Fourth down. Prescott will pick himself up.
Brings up fourth
Milton
down.
Williams.
And there is a
And
fight
skirmish
about to
as
break
players
loose.
Come together.
Russ quickly break that
Good
up.
old-fashioned Eagles and Cowboys.
Look, you're going to see there's some good push on the interior. Watch Connor Williams right here as he winds up getting a good initial punch, and then he kind of leans. As you see, he gets top heavy, his head drops down, and then Ridgeway winds up eventually pushing the pocket and causing Dak to have to flush out to his left.
Here's
Here
Zerline
comes Greg Zerline.
from 48.
28 to 34. Long of 56
Bit of a tough
on the season.
season
This is a
For
48-yard
Zerline, he's missed
attempt.
6 field goals.
Here's the 48-yard attempt. Kick is up. And
It's
the kick
low,
is
but sails
good.
just
It is
through
low,
above the
but
crossbar.
good.
And
Cowboys
the
go up 10 to 7.
Take a 10-7 lead.
Getting chippy out there. Hey, absolutely. Hey, absolutely, Sally girl. He did make it, but man, that was it. It was low. Dallas is going to have to look at trying to find a new kicker. You know, if they can find themselves a young, good kicker, you know, how are you going to stop that team? Because not only would they be able to move that football, they're able to stop the offenses, the opposing offenses, and then, you know, hey, if you can't get a score, well, hey, you got a kicker that has a good leg on him and able to kick long field goals or short field goals and things like that. I mean, you know, a lot of people, they don't look at the special teams unit as an actual unit, but, you know, it's one of the most critical positions. What's up, Drathicus? What's up, Barku? It's just a kicker. I can't be that hard to find a better one. It's not as difficult as some other or any other position. I mean, hey, to find a good kicker, it is actually hard. You know, a lot of these kickers that come out of college, you don't really get to see what they're really made of. You know, because it is kind of more or less a coach's league in college, where in the NFL, you'll know if you have a good kicker or not because it's a players ran league.
Who you got?
All right, here we
They're
go.
all alum. Everywhere
Minute
you
37
look.
left to play in the first quarter.
I got Michigan.
You got Oswego.
Very good. Here's Huntley.
Got it up at the
from
5,
goal
10,
line.
15, 20,
Out
25,
beyond the 20,
30,
nice spark.
35, down at the 36-yard line.
35-yard line. You know, it wasn't so long ago that Eagles wide receiver star Devonta
Showing Alabama and Devonta Smith. Checked off every accomplishment in college.
He is 12 yards shy.
12 yards
of
shy of
Eagles
beating
rookie
Deshaun
record
Jackson.
set by Deshaun Jackson.
He has
back in
900
2008.
receiving
And that
yards
record
this
is one of the
season.
reasons Nick Sirianni has him in the game here tonight.
Here
Minshew to
is
throw.
Minshew.
Going sideline.
And that's
he
caught.
wanted Smith able to bring it down.
And that should be
As if
enough.
on cue, pick up a 12.
Gain a
Watch
12.
this
He is
route.
tied.
This nice smooth release. Sell the 9 route like you're going up the field and then put on the brakes like, and then just come back and just snatch that ball out of the air. Look, I'll tell you what, Kelvin Joseph, look, you may
Next
not be
reception
going up
by
against the
Smith
entire
with
Philadelphia
any
Eagles
positive gain.
first string offense.
Breaks
But I'll tell you this,
Deshaun
Gardner Minshew says, hey,
Jackson's
take that.
He knew
record
exactly how much he needed. You can see
as
him
most
point to
receiving yards in a
Devontae
single
Smith.
season
He
by
needs
a
another.
rookie.
He needs one more to break it.
Oh, he was 1 yard short on the depth of that route.
That was a nice route, nevertheless.
And
First down
here
and
is
10.
Minshew.
Minshew.
And
Go
throws.
right back
That's
to
caught.
him.
And there
And there's
is
a
the
football you might wanna
record.
hang on to. Devonta Smith,
Devonta
congratulations.
Smith
I'm
is
sure how
now
Deshaun
the
Jackson is feeling
rookie
right
that
now.
holds
But again,
the
this was
record
probably more
for
important to
most
Sirianni than it was
yards
Devonta
by
Smith.
a rookie
Kelvin
in a
Joseph
single
said, "What did I do to
season
have to be targeted like
in
this all night?"
Eagles history.
He's such a smooth route runner, so efficient with
He has 916 yards.
That Nick Sirianni will go 3 tight ends and leave
All right, here
Devontae
we
Smith
go.
as the only wide receiver out there, and they hit him off
And
a
here
play
is the
action.
play
It's gonna work.
action. That is incomplete.
And that's going to go incomplete. Wanted J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And that might be the last
Take a
we see
white
of
side,
Devonta
tender
Smith.
receiver.
Well, and he's such a humble kid, too. When Sirianni went to him,
3
he said,
receptions,
"Listen,
41
I'll do
yards
whatever you
already
need me to
today
do to
for
help the
Devonta
team win.
Smith.
It's not about the records for me, but it was more about Nick Sirianni wanting him to have the opportunity to break that record, and he's earned it. You know, I know it's an extra game this year and all that, but that meant something to Nick. It
Third
meant
down
something
and
to building
6.
the culture here on this team.
I like it. I think franchise records are a big deal. And Sirianni recognizes how important Deshaun Jackson was here as well.
Here's
Set up the screen to
Gainwell.
Gainwell.
Gainwell, that should be
He'll
enough
have
for a
the first
first down. And that's going to
how
end the first quarter.
comes to an end.
Hey, that's all facts, JL. Baltimore won Super Bowl with an incredible defense and a kicking of Matt Stover. That is facts. What's up, Jamarius Bridges? Says, what's up, Trox? Does New York tax the bets? I think standard taxes and stuff like that applies. Hall of Fame defense? Absolutely. Grammatica. Take a Whiteside from Stanford. Stover was good. Hey, appreciate the 204 thumbs up. Shout out to the 881 in the building. Appreciate that. We are at the end of one quarter. 10-7. It's going to be first down and 10 at the Dallas 41-yard line. When we come back, Philadelphia with the football. They are on a 4-play drive so far for 23 yards. Standard for New York. 937 yards this season. Get some pay dirt, boys. Stover was good, but Tucker's better, says Shafiq. Passing that at 1:52 hour, 52 of 2022. On record, 2052. How many kickers to go to the Hall of Fame? Yeah, I'm still waiting for my former kicker, what do you call it? Jason Hansen, to go to the Hall of Fame. I mean, the dude had the most franchise points, and the dude was able to tackle as a what do you call it, kicker. Like, anytime you have a kicker that can tackle and take a hit, you got to put that man in the Hall of Fame. Like, I don't care who it is.
For Devonta Smith.
Oh, do have to mute it real quick. 2018 college football playoffs, national title on this day in 2018. To Devonta, they won that game against Georgia.
23. I was at that game. That's one of the greatest sporting events I have ever
in
attended
overtime.
in person.
I was live for that national title game.
You've never seen that before. Quarterback change in the national championship game.
All right, got trips up top, shotgun formation, single high safety.
We open up the second quarter. Minshew throwing.
And that's incomplete.
Gainwell couldn't bring it down.
And that should be a flag.
Keanu Neal, who is just returning from the COVID list. They got to yank Devonta Smith out of this game. So we thought he was done after the catch and the record. He went back in for another play. They might have taken his helmet away.
You think he's going for 1,000 yards?
Tonight, yeah. Came in needing 125 yards.
All right, here we go.
Within his reach.
Second down and 10.
Second and 10. Minshew throwing across
and
the
that's
middle.
caught. That's a first
Wide
down.
open. And a big play.
That's Tyree Jackson.
Jackson.
There is a flag down on that
they
play.
Might tack on another 15. See Minshew getting up.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 6.
Oops.
Penalty is 15 yards added to the end of the play. Automatic first down.
It's on Donovan Wilson.
Yeah, you see him just
All
coming
right,
off the edge.
Donovan
He's got a free
Wilson,
runner
roughing the passer.
Gardner Minshew makes contact to the head, easy call. Right there, you see the right elbow hit him right in the ear hole, right underneath the chin. Even more importantly, there's a coverage bust in the back end between Keanu Neal and Kelvin Joseph. Look, the Dallas Cowboys defense has to tighten up here. They got to start playing a little bit better as far as their communication and their assignments are concerned.
Ball's at the 14-yard line, shotgun
The Eagles are moving
formation.
this football up and down the field on him.
That's 15 yards for elbowing.
And here is a handoff. Jason Huntley. Gain of a yard on that play.
Luke Gifford makes the stop.
Second down and 9.
Second down.
14-15 to play in the half.
But down here is where it becomes about assignment football. Once you get into the red zone, everything happens so quick. Communication, alignment,
Jackson,
assignment,
Ward,
execute. It's all very, very important down here.
Arcega, Whiteside, and Rager
in the red zone.
On this play.
From the Dallas 13.
And here's Gainwell. Gainwell.
Going to be dropped for a loss.
And he is down near the 21-yard line.
Yeah, it's outstanding hustle from Gallimore. Here he is right here. Just watch him. He identifies at 300 pounds. He sees screen, and then look at the hustle to get out there and make a play. That's great hustle from a big man.
All right, here we go. Third down and about 17.
He bring it back even further because his knee was down at the 21. That goes a
third down
of
and 17.
Yards. Third and 17.
Ball's at the 21, empty set.
21. Pressure.
And
Again,
that's caught. Gainwell gets it up
This
at
time
the
we'll
20,
get a
gain of a yard.
And Donovan
Brings
Wilson
up fourth
makes up for that
down.
penalty with a big play.
Fourth down and
Great
16.
recognition
Ball's
on
at
the
the
part of
20-yard
Wilson. They
line.
gave a zero coverage type of look. He
Here comes
recognized the wide
Elliott,
receiver
set
screen.
to
Just put his foot on
kick
ground
the
and throw
field goal to
downhill
tie
on
it.
Gainwell made a surefire tackle.
Jake Elliott on to attempt a
28 to 31,
field goal.
58 long, 16 to
He's
16.
perfect from inside of 40.
From inside of 40 yards. Here is the 38-yard attempt. And the kick is up. Kick
tie the
is
game.
good, and we're tied at 10.
And he has.
All right, we are tied at 10 apiece. Dallas and the Eagles, they are tied 10 points apiece. Following that Eagles field goal by Jake Elliott. Wish my drives looked like that. Is Stephon Diggs playing? Is Vince Papale in the Hall of Fame? Diggs is not playing. Diggs is out. Let's go Philly. Let's go Eagles. Eagle Nation, fly, Eagles, fly. Get it, CD. Cowgirls are awful. By the way, as a person that loves the Hall of Fame, this is my main source. ProFootballHallOfFame.com. Hey, absolutely. That's all facts, Paul Fox. One time for all the family. Yeah, that's YouTube, J78 or J7843. Yeah, YouTube forces me to be behind a little bit. Diggs has the most yards given up. Nobody's scared of him.
And I've seen this grow. When we play our game, nobody can with us. I promise you.
Shout out to them censoring.
The unquestioned leader of that Eagles offense, Jason Kelce, firing up his teammates. That was from Christmas night prior to their game.
That was
against the
Christmas
Giants.
night.
You didn't get to hear his laugh there, but when we talked to Jalen Hurts about Kelce, he said he's got this unbelievable laugh. It's infectious. Every time you hear him laugh, it makes you want to laugh too.
He
I
wasn't
do
laughing
appreciate
there.
that for
If that's the way
censoring
he is
that.
on Christmas, you imagine how he is the rest of
But I
the
tell
year.
you what, that's a guy that you want on your team.
Corey Clement will return it
Here's Clemens.
from the Cowboys.
Got it
end
up.
zone. And he'll spit out just beyond the
See.
25-yard line.
You know, in all
All right, they
seriousness,
got it up
Jason
at
Kelce
around
just
the
got voted to
26-yard
his fifth
line.
Pro Bowl, and he's a three-time All-Pro. And
But Jason Kelce's a guy you want on your team.
There's 11 other centers.
You know, he's a guy
in the
that-
National
that,
Football
hey,
League
if you're
that
feeling
have done
down,
that, 5 Pro Bowls and
he's gonna
3-time
bring you up.
First-team All-Pros, and all 11 of those are in the Hall of Fame. And this guy right here is going to be in the Hall of Fame. Surefire, first ballot, no question about it in my mind.
Both he and his brother Travis were drafted by Andy Reid, right? Jason here, Travis in Kansas City.
All right, here we go. That is no gain on that play by Ezekiel Elliott. Scott with
was
tackle.
Travis Kelce was okay, was banged up a little bit in the earlier game today. Chiefs had to hang on against the Broncos in Denver.
And both drafted.
Yeah, I'll be doing
Andy Reid,
I'll be
right?
doing some
So
other
it's great.
sports. Absolutely, Gary Morgan.
And if
I'll
you're
be doing
wondering about
college
his streak,
basketball,
and a lot of
NBA,
people were, like we're around
UFC,
town, see people
boxing.
like,
I'll be
we
doing
don't
it
care
all.
Who Sirianni plays in the game, but Kelce's
I'm also
going to
have an
keep the streak
NFL
alive.
show.
And he
Also
came
will
in
have
and
an
had the
NBA
opening snap
show.
tonight and got out of there. 122 consecutive games. Cowboys break the huddle late.
I will be live for the NFL draft all 3 days.
And timeout Dallas. Can see that.
All right, Dallas takes the timeout. They are left with 2. Philadelphia has all 3. 11:27 remains in the half.
You know, going back to Kelsey, look, I was here when he was drafted here, and the late Howard Mudd, the legendary offensive line coach, identified Jason early in the draft process. Was someone who he loved for his athleticism, his ability, as Howard used to tell me all the time. Look, it doesn't need to be pretty. I just need offensive linemen who can stay in front of the other guy. To stay in front of the other guy and give my quarterback a chance, well, Jason can do much better than that.
All right. Jason Kelce, 122 consecutive games with a start.
Well, you got to give some credit to Jeff Stoutland, too. Obviously, Kelsey is the leader on the field, but Jeff Stoutland, their offensive line coach, has done an unbelievable job.
That's Amari Cooper in motion.
Playing at a high level this year after what they went through a year ago.
Offset formation.
Here's Prescott.
Here's Prescott throws. That's caught. That's CeeDee Lamb. Still on his feet.
Shakes off a would-be
inside the
tackler.
45.
Hung onto the ball. Gives you a good effort there. And it's a pickup of 31.
Look, this is a beautiful
31-yard gain by CeeDee Lamb.
Watch how he snatches this ball out
Where
of the air.
was this crap at when there was fantasy football?
As Zach McPherson is trying to swap
Come on,
that ball out of there and then get the ball up the field, that is not easy to do. And then it's the run after the catch, something he was great at Oklahoma. He's been great at it in the pros. Those are the kind of plays they need from CeeDee Lamb.
All right, here we go. First down and 10.
Lamb haven't hooked up on a touchdown since week 10. Been a while.
And here's Ezekiel Elliott
sort of
inside the 40.
More kind of got in the way.
Down at around the 37-yard line.
And that last play to CeeDee Lamb, that's what they need. They need more of that aggressive behavior.
I don't want no quarterback taken by the Detroit Lions this offseason.
Every single play that he touches the ball. Now, he hasn't always been on the same page with Dak Prescott, and I think they're working on that and working through that. But when he gets the ball in his hands, he's one of the most dynamic receivers in the NFL, bar none.
I don't think there's a quarterback in this draft class that's going to move the needle for the Detroit Lions.
Wilson in motion. He's got the Cowboys touchdown. Pitch it to Elliott.
Here's Elliott. That's the first.
He's got the first down yardage. We'll say he was down.
And he is down.
That ball might have popped out, gain of 7.
You see, I like this kind of run that they're doing here. Just watch CeeDee, watch them block down, and watch Lyle Collins get out here on the perimeter. They get leverage there, boom. And now you see Lyle Collins, you see how he's able to get out on the perimeter and continue to seal the edge. And now
if they do take a quarterback, it has to be 4th round or lower.
Well, the Cowboys were trying to go fast
4th,
there.
5th, 6th, or 7th round, I'm okay with that.
That ball came loose at the very end, ruled down on the field. Andre Sachare.
It looks like he was down. I think Philadelphia might be charged a challenge.
Boy, that ball looked like it was coming out.
Philadelphia has challenged the ruling on the field that the runner was down by contact. The previous play is under review. Time out on the field.
John Parry, quickly.
You know what? It does start to move slightly, but not enough. I think he's down by contact.
Yeah, I think he's down by contact.
There was a clear recovery.
I think Zeke was down by contact. There was movement, but I think by the time he finished moving and then the ball was out, I think he regained possession. And then the ball came out. Tomorrow, the Jags fans are dressing up like clowns, mocking the team owner. Yeah. I mean, real talk, like, I would too. I would have done the same thing too. Everybody knows you have to hire a general manager, and then their general manager hires the quarterback or the coaching the head coach of the organization. Owner hires the general manager. The general manager always is supposed to hire the coaching staff. Well, the head coach, and then the head coach hires his coaching staff. Like, that's what real franchises do. So, for Mr. Khan to do all these interviews for head coaches and things like that, you have to have your general manager do that. Unless he's going to say, oh, I'm the general manager, I'm going to pull a Jerry Jones. Okay, then fine. You hire, you draft, you do all the nuances and things like that. But guess what? If you fail, there's no one to blame but yourself at that point. Why do you think Jerry Jones gets a lot of heat when he doesn't have a winning a Super Bowl year?
When he's taken to the ground with contact. Nick Sirianni had been great on challenges this season. A 5-1 record. Make him now 5-2. Eagles charged with a timeout.
Right. Eagles charged a timeout. Both teams now have 2.
Offensive lineman in front of Elliott.
9:40 to play.
Hand it to Zeke.
Here's Zeke.
Inside the 30. Inside
Got
the 25.
It down at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, you can see how committed Mike McCarthy and Kellen Moore are to getting this run game going.
54 snaps with offensive line in backfield, most in the NFL since 2016.
It's a point of emphasis, there's no doubt. Previous play, they get out to the edge, which I think is how Kellen Moore thinks this offense can run the ball most efficiently, is on the outside. And when they want to run it inside, they're going to bring some beef in.
2nd down and 4. I
that
formation.
was my takeaway from the conversation with Mike McCarthy. They were going to run 30 times or more no matter what else happens tonight. Sounded like if not, heads will roll.
Ezekiel Elliott.
There's Elliott.
Gain of a yard.
Down to Lisa.
Yes, Steve, Ezekiel Elliott has a chance to hit the 1,000-yard mark tonight, but he said that didn't really factor into his desire to play in this game. He said he remembers his rookie season back in 2016. He said they were playing.
How much you want to bet there, Matt?
They set out the finale. They had
it has
a
to be water in there.
And that game against Green Bay, he said after being
boy's
off 2 weeks,
not feeling
we started
good.
off terrible. So Zeke said, I've seen what can happen when you rest. I'd rather go build momentum.
Zeke's numbers are all trending in the wrong direction.
All right, here we go. 3rd down and 5.
30 yards on 8 carries tonight on the ground. 3rd and 5. Dak to throw under pressure. All alone is Cedric Wilson.
Cedric Wilson in for a touchdown.
For Wilson tonight. Good for 24 yards.
24-yard touchdown.
You're just going to see Cedric Wilson, number 3 in the trips, meaning counting outside in. 1, 2, 3. He's just going to run the pylon route. No one reroutes him. Looks like there's some confusion again in the Eagles secondary. That's an easy throw and catch. Looks, yeah, he got in there.
Yeah, this secondary for the Eagles, it's a skeleton crew back there, and whether they play man-to-man or whether they play zone, if they play man, it's hard to stay with CeeDee Lamb and with Amari Cooper. If you play zone, you got to communicate, and they haven't done a whole lot of that either. So this is kind of like taking candy from a baby if you're Dak Prescott.
Kick is good.
17
to 10, 8:07.
A lot of wide open space.
Well, that right there is because a lot of the Eagles, they're sitting. They're getting ready, getting healthy for the playoffs. As there's really no, Eagles already guaranteed to be in the playoffs. You know, they're not going to be able to get the top overall seed. So, at that point, they're going to be playing wild card. And so they're going to sit their players and, try to get healthy and give themselves a chance in the playoffs. But for them to have all that going on and only a 7-point game with 8:07 to play, that's something that you could take into your offseason and be like, look, guys, we got something going here. Hey, real talk, I'll take AB. Knowing what I know now, I would definitely take AB. Hey, ain't winners all whiny? I mean, y'all think it's funny when Tom Brady breaks a tablet. That to me is whiny. Why is what AB does different? Come on now. You know? I mean, we all say Tom Brady's the GOAT. He is the GOAT. But he breaks tablets when he's losing. You know? That to me is whiny. So if AB is whiny, we got to hold that same standard to everybody else that wins in this league.
That was,
AB just wants to win.
4-win team and where they were and all the drama with Carson Wentz, for them to be back in the playoffs a year later, it really is a great story.
If he's healthy to go, he wants to win.
And the offense will run on field. And Corey Clement, welcome back. Grew up the Eagles fan. Grease, you talked about it earlier.
All right, they're showing Corey Clemens, former Eagle. Won a Super Bowl with the Philadelphia Eagles. Now a member of the Dallas Cowboys.
And he went to high
Corey
school,
Clemens,
Glassboro, New Jersey,
hometown of
some
Glassboro,
21
New
miles
Jersey.
From where we stand here today.
Out the
Not a Super
offset.
Bowl performance for him.
Here's Rager. Jalen Rager.
Eagles try to get
Gain
him
of
involved.
about
He
3
slipped
yards.
down. Gain of 3.
There you see Randy Gregory right there.
You don't walk on your
Dan Quinn is just so fired up
team?
about, and that every opponent
What
that
you
they
mean,
go against,
Charleston?
they all remember number 94, one of the best pass rushers on this football team. They've got 3 really
AB
good
didn't
ones.
quit on his team
This guy's
either.
going to need to be a force for them to
He
get
was
to where they
injured.
want to get to, as he has
He
been
told
all year long.
his coaching staff, I only got 26 plays
sacks
in me.
this season,
His
ties his
doctors
career
told
high.
him, don't go out there.
Minshew able to escape. Picks up a couple blocks and he'll slide down. Give him a couple.
Talking about Randy Gregory, Dan Quinn told us he couldn't wait to coach Randy Gregory. He recruited him, obviously, looked at him in the draft and just thought he was a phenomenal talent. Obviously, he has been through so
When
much
he had
in
his
life,
when they were trying to force him to go out there for the 27th play,
got the consistency in playing.
he told him, he was like,
And,
look, I told you guys,
think
I
Dan
only
Quinn's done
got
an excellent
26
job with
plays.
him, as he has done
I
with
can't
this
go out
entire
there.
defense.
It's hurting.
There's no question in my mind he's the assistant coach of the year in the National Football League for what he's done with this defense.
A 141-point improvement from a season ago. Minshew to throw.
And that
And
is
able to
caught. That
complete.
is Watkins.
Quez Watkins. First catch of the night. Gain
I
of
mean, I ain't
21.
trying to change nobody's opinion. You can think whatever
nice
you want of
execution
AB.
here by Gardner Minshew as Quez
I just want
Watkins
people to
runs
know that
a little
there's
center
other
out, a little corner route.
factual
You see him
stuff
having the
behind
fade
what AB
off
did
to his left,
last week.
keeping his eyes down the field. Doris Armstrong is right in his face, and he throws an absolute dime.
Minshew wants to throw. They got a hand on him.
And
Ball
that
pops
is
up in the air.
incomplete. Intended for
Off
Gainwell.
the fingertips of Gainwell. And Terrell Basham had the pressure for Dallas.
Yeah, LaRaven Clark, the right tackle, he hasn't played a whole lot, and so he go up against Basham
No,
and
the
Gregory
coach,
and Armstrong
Bruce
and
Arians
Lawrence.
told him, get lost.
That's a long day. You have
So
to
when he
run
did
the
that, he
football
just
if
took
you're
off
the
his
Eagles
pads, he
to
took
take
off
some
his
pressure
jersey,
off of those tackles on the outside.
threw his
These
undershirt
guys
to
are
the
starting
crowd,
to
threw
turn
his
it up a little bit
gloves
now.
to
They're
the
starting
crowd,
get after him
and it was
get
like,
off
all
the
right, I
snap.
guess I'm done.
You're
I
absolutely
guess they
right.
cut me here during a game.
Here's Huntley. First
And
down
Huntley, that's a good game.
Able to stay on his feet inside
Got it down
the 30-yard
at
line.
the 30.
It's a pickup of 18 and a touchdown-saving tackle by DeMonte KZ.
Look at the center and the left.
I mean, we'll
guard,
see what's
Opeta.
going to go on with
Now
the
they
AB
combination
situation.
Block on the defensive tackle up to the linebacker, and then great vision.
If they try to force him to play,
so when we talk about running
you know,
the football with
then
this
I'll
offensive
take
line,
AB
backups,
side.
They're run
But
blocking
if
well.
AB is lying,
That's
obviously I'm going to take.
career-best
I'll
rush
take
of
the
18 yards.
Tampa Bay side.
Here's Tyree Jackson. Third catch of the night. He had the touchdown earlier.
Just watch Jason Huntley's feet now. I mean, this kid is.
Hey, appreciate that, Slim, with the $2 super chat.
Hey,
Al Bundy equals
this
go.
is a great opportunity for a lot of people, not just Gardner Minshew tonight. Jason Huntley, go ahead, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, burst onto the scene.
5th round pick by the
Second-year
Detroit
player out of New
Lions
Mexico State. Fifth
in
round draft pick of the
2020.
Lions in 20. He stays in there.
Second
Two
down
tight
and
ends.
4.
2nd and 4.
Here's a handoff.
Flag
There
comes
is a
in.
flag down.
They're going to get him on a hole. Donovan Wilson made the stop.
They're going to get the tight end on the end of line of scrimmage.
Which tight end?
Okay, I got you. Tongi eye.
Holding. Offense number 83. 10-yard penalty. Would be second down.
How'd I do?
I thought you were going to go Richard
No,
Rodgers there. No.
Tangai.
First penalty against the Eagles tonight.
Tangai with the
Called me out.
hold.
I got you.
You don't take the easy way out. That's for sure.
You didn't even know you were trying me on that one.
No, I really wasn't. I just knew they had multiple tight ends in the game.
I got it written.
You know, there's going to be a
phonetically right
lawsuit.
here. Not like it
So,
looks.
I mean, once the legal issues
Second and
pan out,
14.
you know, that's where I could really decipher.
At the Dallas 34, under 5 to play in the half.
Ball is
Cowboys
at
by a
the 34-yard line. And that is caught.
Got it to Richard Rodgers.
Richard
His second
Rodgers,
catch.
former Packer.
And down to
Got
the
it up at the
25, pickup of
25-yard
9.
line.
Richard Rodgers' name should sound familiar. Always seems to be associated with a Hail Mary. Mentioned the Eagles Monday nighter a year ago against Seattle. Had the Hail Mary, but had the big Hail Mary that people remember in Detroit for the Packers and Aaron Rodgers.
What was that one? There was a.
Thank you there, Levy.
Yeah, Motown.
I know
Motown
that's a
Brown.
shot at
Gotta
your
be
boy.
alliteration, of course.
I know that's the shot at your boy because I called out Louis
So
Riddick.
Brett Toth is down for the Eagles, and he's playing in place of Jason Kelsey, who took the ceremonial opening snap, and that was supposed to be it. We'll see if Kelsey has to grab a helmet.
Yeah, no, he's not grabbing any helmets.
You see Jason's body language. He's looking. I'm not going out there.
Give me Jack Anderson up. There's the 23-year-old rookie
Get up,
at
big
Texas
dog.
Tech.
Get up.
What he is saying, though, if something were to happen to Jack,
He's still not coming in the game?
Look, I promise you, they'd have to talk him out of not going in there more than talking him into it. That man loves to play the game. As the Eagle fans start to
They're
communicate
cheering
with the
Dallas
Cowboys.
sucks in
Shower Dallas
the
with praise.
fans.
Unprompted, no reason. Just talk to him. I love it.
See if we get word on Toth as Anderson checks in. Third down.
All right,
and
got
5.
trips up top.
5 of 7. The Eagles are on third down. They want to run on 3rd and 5. How about that play
And
call?
that's Gainwell.
And Kenneth Gainwell.
Gainwell
First and goal, Eagles.
got it up at about
Gain
the
of 17.
7-yard line.
boy, watch the
First and
right
goal,
guard
7
come
yards
out.
to pay dirt.
Came in. He just came in first snap of the game, and he gets out. And look at the cut from Gainwell inside for the first down.
Little tempo out of the Eagles here. Minshew across the middle. Wanted
And that's
Gainwell
incomplete. That's
in a heavy
Gainwell.
traffic area, and it falls incomplete. And
Vander Esch
Vander
with
Esch
the
gets up slowly.
Play.
2nd and goal.
Yeah, you're going to see Vander Esch really close here on Gainwell. It runs into Keanu Neal. He was slow to get up on that play. That was a heck of a collision between those two.
2nd down and goal. 3:45 to play here in the
Play of
half.
drive.
Single back
Second and
formation.
goal. from a 7. Straight
And
hand
here's
off.
Gainwell. Gainwell, touchdown. And it's 16-17. Kenneth Gainwell, 7-yard touchdown run.
It's all about force and leverage. And just look at Donovan Wilson here, number 6, on the edge against Tyree Jackson. Look, if you were playing him man-to-man, you still got to have some awareness as to what's happening outside of you as far as making sure that you keep the sideboards on the defense. That's just too easy for Gainwell. Gainwell saying, hey, look, that's how you want to play it. I'll waltz on in here for a touchdown.
Knock it off with the politics talk in my chat.
Great execution on the part of the
That's your
Eagles
guys'
this
final
entire
warning.
drive.
Jake Elliott for the tie.
Kick is up. Kick is good.
And we are.
All right. And it is tied 17 apiece. 3:40 to play in the first half. Hey, absolutely another shootout in the making. 17-17. It's been a good first half. The Eagles win. I will actually go on the field, kiss all the Philadelphia players, fly like an eagle. Come on, Philly. Eagles Hotel, California, good song. Minshew is balling. I told y'all don't sleep on Gardner Minshew. I told Lion fans I wouldn't mind trading for the man. But nobody wants to take Troxel aside. Hey. I'm going to keep on getting things right. And people going to still be looking like Boo-Boo the Fool. So, hey. I'll take it. Gardner Minshew. On fire. I told everybody, I said I would not mind trading for Gardner Minshew when the early report said they want to get Gardner Minshew out of Jacksonville. I said I would not mind trading for him. Everybody in Detroit laughed at your boy.
Eagles in Dallas week 3 on Monday Night Football. That night, Philadelphia had a season-low 64 rushing yards in the entire game. They got 82 already. We're not at halftime.
Well, in that game, they only handed the ball off to a running back.
All right, here we go.
3 times. 3 times. Now, I know they got behind, but that was not the recipe early for the Eagles.
The NFL playoffs are just around.
All right, do have to mute it real quick. Saturday, we got a doubleheader Saturday. We got a tripleheader on Sunday and a game on Monday for Super Wild Card Weekend.
Weekend, the road to Super Bowl 56.
All right, here we go. Single back formation, bunch. Formation.
Play in the first half, tied at 17.
And that ball's batted down, incomplete. Second down.
Milton Williams for the Eagles. Rookie out of Louisiana Tech.
Yeah, they really like Milton Williams here in Philadelphia. He's just reading the quarterback's eyes, and as soon as he sees that quarterback, he can hit his 3rd step, then he's jumping.
Yeah, he's been injured.
I think that hit him in the elbow, too.
If he gets injured next year, I'm going to be just like I was with Nick Bawden.
Here's Elliott. Nice patient run for big yardage, longest for the
And
night.
Ezekiel Elliott
And
gets
Elliott,
across
the Cowboys are
midfield.
across midfield, gain of 26.
Look, that's the kind of run you need. You got a double team here. You're going to see Schultz come up inside, and you're just going to see Zeke follow it all.
I wouldn't mind having Minshew in Pittsburgh.
Right down the barrel. That's a nice cut there to the outside. Puts his foot in the ground, gets north and south again. Those are the kind of runs they need from Ezekiel Elliott. That's the kind
First
of
down
execution
and 10.
they need up front. From
Single back formation.
Elliott
Two
got
deep
8
safety.
games without a 20-yard
Here's
play.
Prescott,
Run
throws.
or
That's
pass.
caught. That
He picks up
is.
25 there.
That's
And
Clement.
Giving Elliott a bit of a breather. Pick up a 7. Patrick Johnson made the stop.
Cowboys, one of the fastest teams in the NFL as far as getting plays.
All right, here we go. Single back formation. Here's the handoff. That's Clement again.
Right back to Clement.
And he gets it up at the 35-yard line.
Needed 2, got 7. First down, Dallas. 2.5 to play.
First down and 10,
Dallas, they're the
2:23
operating
here in the
offense
first
in the National
half.
Football League. That was a little bit
Both teams
surprising
have
to
2
find that out
timeouts apiece.
today. You think of this team, you don't
Shotgun
think of how fast they
formation,
go, but
single
that's
high
part of their
safety.
attack.
Here's Prescott.
Prescott
He's going
has
to
time
throw.
to
That is
survey
caught.
And finds
That
Cooper.
is Amari Cooper inside the
his fourth
30,
catch
down
of
at
the
around
night.
the 28-yard
Good for
line.
6 yards, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. They run.
All right, we are at the 2-minute warning, 2 minutes. Pollard is out. He was ruled unavailable. I have not seen, what do you call it? I have not seen Micah Parsons this game yet. Shout out to the 929 in the building. Appreciate each and every single one of you. Shout out to the 204 thumbs up. Appreciate that, JT. Shout out to 266. Thumbs up. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, JT.
Test developing.
All right,
here
here we
well.
go.
17 all, 2-minute warning. Cowboys have 2 timeouts.
Shotgun formation. 2 high safety. Here comes Prescott. There is a flag down. And that's caught. It's going to be down. Amari Cooper at the 3-yard line. Let's see what this flag is about.
It's a gain of 26. I think that ball might have been tipped, and Cooper caught it anyway.
Offside. Defense, number 75. The penalty is declined. Play results in a first down.
This is a big-time catch from
All
Amari
right,
Cooper. Yeah,
first
you
and
got the
goal.
offside,
Ball's
so
at the
your
3-yard
quarterback is gonna take
line
a shot. So here
by
comes the ball
Amari
here. You know there's a
Cooper.
safety back there too, and it is tipped, and you maintain that concentration. knowing you're going to
Correction, ball's at the 2-yard line.
First down and goal.
Shotgun formation, play action. And that is incomplete. Out of bounds.
When Cooper made the catch, working on Sack McPherson.
Well, that's a nasty route by Amari Cooper. Just look how he's able to change direction. Just that when he leaves his feet to kind of cradle the football, he floats out of bounds.
Right there, if he reaches out with his hands, Lewis, to catch that ball rather than coming into his body, that's a touchdown. You reach out with your hands, you can keep your feet on the ground.
Right.
Sometimes you got to reach out for that touchdown. Don't catch the ball like this.
Prescott throwing
and that's Schultz. That is a touchdown.
Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys go back up top.
Dalton Schultz with a touchdown.
You see the Cowboys
23-17, a minute 45.
We saw one earlier. Watch Schultz. You're going to get the rub from the outside right there from Cooper. Just a little bit. That was a lot more discreet than CeeDee Lamb earlier in the game. And it's an easy touchdown the flat.
He lured Kayvon Wallace to sleep just by delaying a little bit. Just looked inside, made you think, hey, maybe he's going to block. I'll take my eyes off him real quick, see what's happening with the ball, and he's gone. Smart play design.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick the extra point, and the extra point is up.
On the extra point,
and it is no
and
good.
He missed it. The sixth missed point after touchdown of the season for Greg Zuerlein, and that's been a problem.
Dude, you've got one
Keep the
job.
score 23.
You got one job, Greg Zuerlein. Kick the extra point.
Watch Dalton Schultz right here.
Down
just
that
watch
upright.
what he does. He just delays just for a second before shooting to the flat. And watch the safety.
And it's
Kayvon
only a
Wallace,
6-point ball game.
You see his eyes go inside to Ezekiel Elliott? That's all it takes. He's going to out-leverage you that quick if you peek inside. We talked about how fast things happen down here on the goal line in the red area. You have no margin for error. Dak Prescott says, yep. That's how we like it.
Dak was celebrating before
minute
that ball
45.
ever touched Schultz's hands. He knew that was going to be an easy 6, and that's all they get is the 6. Cowboys offense now scored a touchdown. 11 straight red zone drives. That's tied for the team's longest such streak in the last 25 years. They don't settle for field goals. They get touchdowns.
Well, they wanted to come into this game.
Longest streak by Dallas in the last 25 years. Scored a touchdown on the last 11 plays.
You're going to play against who's on the field, and they've done that in this first half offensively. The big surprise to me is defensively. They have not played very well in this first half.
Here's Huntley.
Here's Huntley.
Trying to get a return.
And he is going to be down at the 28-yard line.
And the Eagles still have a couple timeouts. Here's a look at
all right, both teams have 2 timeouts. Only open spot is the 49ers. It's between the 49ers and the Saints.
So that was his attitude in terms of personnel coming into tonight's game.
All right, here we go.
They're going to face the Buccaneers. That's the high probability.
Here's a handoff. That's Gainwell. Crosses the 35.
This year in week 6, they lost 28-22.
Down around.
One crazy scenario.
The first down. That's going to be second down and around inches.
In the wild
no, it's
card.
going to be second
Cowboys
down and 1.
Niners beat the Rams. Panthers beat the Bucks. That's the only scenario. Eagles Cowboys in a wild card showdown.
And that's incomplete. There is a flag down.
Going to be offside there.
Kickers matters. You said it earlier. Absolutely.
Offside. Defense number 93. The 5-yard penalty results in the first down.
5-yard penalty results in a first down. That's Terrell Basham. Terrell Basham with the offsides.
Terrell Basham right here. Trying to jump the snap there against Dillard.
All right, first down and 10. 1:11 to play in the half. We have a shotgun formation. Trips up top. To the left. Single high safety. And here's Gardner Minshew. Minshew gets out of pressure. And he's going to get it up at around the 45-yard line.
Up of 4, and clock will wind. 60 seconds left.
All right, 58 seconds left. 23-17, second down and 6. Both teams have 2 timeouts.
Rather than go down there with a minimal gain, and the clock keeps running.
And here is a flag down. It's going to be a gain of a yard.
It's going to be holding. See if they got Opeta.
Holding. Offense number 77. 10-yard penalty. Would be second down.
All right, Andre Dillard.
You're going to see Dillard against Basham again. You see he has a nice set on him. Nice, good spot.
Yep, he
has him locked out now as Minshew climbs the pocket and Basham tries to disengage.
If Dillard would have got his hands to the inside pads, that would have never been holding. He automatically lost that and got that holding penalty. He went directly for the outside pads.
Pushed back inside the 35.
Shotgun formation. That is tipped. Intended for Ward. That is incomplete. Brings up third down and 16.
He's played pretty well in this first half, and with a great opportunity with a little under 2 minutes here before halftime. You know, they are sputtering, they're stalling, and this is a missed opportunity for him, and you can see his body language get affected by that.
Cowboys have been great in this spot, though. Dallas has allowed 6 points, 2 field goals in the final 2 minutes of the first half this entire season.
There you go, JT. My apologies.
3rd and 16. Stunting up.
And that's going to be a sack. Gardner Minshew.
DeMarcus Lawrence got there. He'll do a push-up and a timeout. Clock stopped. 27 seconds left.
You're just going to see DeMarcus Lawrence come inside on the tackle, and you're just going to see him right here at the bottom of your screen.
No, Dallas didn't go for 2. They went with
they're going to run an ET. You see he's the penetrator. Gallimore trying to wrap outside of him, and he's just going to keep on pushing. Just keep on pushing, just assault the pocket. Gardner has nowhere to go with it. Look, Dan Quinn told us, look, Cam Chancellor was the tone setter in Seattle when he was the defensive coordinator there. He said that guy for this defense is DeMarcus Lawrence. With the tempo he plays with, the physicality he plays with, the attitude he plays with, you could see it right there.
4th down and 29.
They put a few more seconds back on the clock.
All right, Tim Tucker, appreciate you, brother.
Out and punted away. CeeDee Lamb is back deep for the Cowboys. Dallas just 1 timeout remaining. Cowboys do get the football to start the second half.
Sabah set to punt. CeeDee Lamb set to return. 4th down and 29.
Shank that one.
And that is a horrible.
Oh, my God. They're going to start in plus territory. Jeez.
24 seconds left with
Cowboys
1 timeout. They got a chance to try and go and get some points. And then they're going to get the ball to start the second half.
Before half, you go on offense.
That was a horrible punt.
Eats the ball 3 plays in a row, and then your kicker comes out and shanks one off the side with a 22-yard punt.
You can see the ball just seems like it left his hand in a weird angle. And Dallas will get the ball at the start of the second half as well.
They're already in Zerline's
All right, ball is at the 43-yard line.
I'll say that after he missed the extra point.
Here's Prescott.
Steps and fires.
And that's caught. Ball's at the 15. If they hurry.
Blue flash is coming across the middle.
All right, looks like they're going to call that timeout.
Good for 28 yards. Wilson's had himself a really nice first half.
17 seconds left.
This was a really confident throw from Dak
15
Prescott.
yards to
Watch when he
Pater for
releases
Dallas.
He's going to release it right now, and look at where he's throwing that football. He is anticipating Wilson to go up and get
wide
that
open.
football. If he doesn't make that throw perfectly, it's an interception behind Wilson. So that's the trust I was talking about earlier in this game with Dak and his receivers.
Throwing his man open.
Throwing them into holes and trusting that his receivers
He's 14 to 18, 225, and 3 touchdowns tonight. That is number 4, Dak Prescott of the Dallas Cowboys. 18 seconds left. Dallas is out of timeouts. Philadelphia has 2 timeouts.
Dak Prescott, big play over their head.
1st down and 10.
From the Eagles, 15.
15 yards to Pater. Here is Prescott. He's going to throw. That is caught. That is out of bounds.
And it is caught.
And that's Blake Jarwin.
They get out of bounds. First catch for Jarwin tonight is good for 6. Jarwin had missed the last 2 months with a hip injury. And a really good day.
All right, Paul Fox. Hey, have a wonderful night.
He hasn't played since Halloween. They're thrilled to get him
prayers
back.
up to your 2-year-old.
To this offense, not only that vertical presence down the middle of the field when teams play them in 2 deep because of the receivers. Jarwin has the speed to get vertical.
Ball's
down
at the
middle.
9-yard line.
Very good in the run game.
9 yards to pay dirt. Empty set. Here's Prescott throws. And that's incomplete. Intended for Jarwin.
That time.
3rd down and 4.
Stevens had the coverage.
That's exactly what we're talking about. You had 2 safeties and the
all right, Cole.
With the speed right down the middle of the field. They love to use.
Have a wonderful night, brother.
Just off a bit. Could have caught that one.
I don't know what Jacoby Stevens was looking at. It looked like a cover 2. He's just carrying the middle read player down the middle of the field.
All right, here we go. 3rd down and 4.
Man to man.
9 seconds remain in the half.
Looking at to his outside.
And Prescott throws. That's caught. And that's Dalton Schultz again for a touchdown.
A 22-yard punt by the Eagles has entirely changed the complexion of this one.
And they went
29-17.
And just watch Dalton Schultz. This time he's just going to come up and he's just going to stop on him. You're going to see Stevens play high on him, meaning he tries to cushion him a little bit more just in case he takes him vertical. And all Schultz does is just put on the brakes, push him off a little bit. Easy touchdown.
And that's a great call because the play before you had Blake Jarwin run past the linebacker and you come right back.
4 plays, 43 yards, 19 seconds.
For the easy score.
Kick is up. Kick is good.
Zerline on that extra point gets it through.
30-17.
And Tony Romo's got some company.
All right, most passing touchdowns in a single season. 36 ties Tony Romo. Dak Prescott in the second half could break that record.
Where they won 3 games in a row against the
16
Saints,
and 21, 240, 4 touchdowns.
And their defense turned the ball
all
over
in the first
4
half
times in each one of those games. And the offense didn't uphold their end of the bargain. And they weren't able to convert in the red zone.
Cowboys this season, 29.9 points per game, leads NFL. Last season leading the NFL since 1980.
Albeit against the backups for the Eagles.
But this is why they wanted to play their starters, to get into that rhythm, to get that good feeling going into postseason play.
Style points matter in this game. We talked about it in the beginning of the telecast. It doesn't matter necessarily
Grant
who they're going
Zerline
against.
sets
They knew
kick,
they were going against
Deion
backups.
kickoff.
It's more about them. You hear players talk about it all the time. Coaches talk about it all the time.
And here is the
More
kick.
about what we do, not about what they do.
And it's going to be a touchback. Ball's at the 25-yard line.
Cowboys have now scored points on all 5 of their possessions in the first half. And this was a kind of game that was sort of no win for Dallas, right? Because they were going up against the backups. They had to show out tonight. And really, that 22-yard punt really changes everything now.
We'll find out. Who
gets the ball in the second half? The Dallas Cowboys get the ball to start the second half.
Arizona, the 2 likeliest opponents.
Shout out to Korea.
The rematch against Arizona, that defense really frustrated Dak Prescott and Kellen Moore.
All right, we got a kneel down, and Cowboys receive the second half kickoff.
The locker room. A few minutes ago, this is a very different game. And now it's 30-17 Cowboys at halftime. Stay tuned for the USAA Insurance halftime coming up next.
All right, Slim Faley, I did forget to give you Here Comes the Money.
Here comes the
Appreciate
money.
that $2 super chat.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
So we are at halftime. It is 30-17. I am going to take a quick halftime break. I will be in the chat, just showing you guys I will be in the chat. We'll have a good chat in the chat. When I come back, check on the family. When I come back, we will bring back the audio and do the play-by-plays. With that being said,
thank you guys for being here. Like this video and subscribe if you're enjoying yourself. Make sure to set that bell to all for all future notifications. Thanks, you guys.
Hey, shout out to Lil MVP. Want to be a part of her dad's stream, so I let her record some audio tracks so she could be a part of the streams. And with that being said, enjoy some music by my brother-in-law.
This a LP. This a LP. This a LP.
All right. We are back from halftime. We get the scoreboard back up. All right, there we go. Hey, appreciate that, Raquel. This is welcome back. How's everybody doing today?
5 scoring drives, some of them very long.
Dallas gets the ball to start the second half.
To start the third quarter here, and you're right. What you would expect them to do, you have to factor in who Philadelphia is playing tonight.
Yeah, listen, the Cowboys came in and they were frustrated from a week ago, and they wanted to get this momentum.
What's up,
they
Glover
wanted to get
Brown?
their swagger back. And 4 touchdowns going up and down the field. They've
Like
run
Miami,
the
the
ball
beaches?
effectively with Ezekiel Elliott. On top of that, I think they accomplished that in the first half.
Yeah, look, I like to say style doesn't matter in the NFL. Well, it did tonight.
First time ever they beat
needed to
Duke
win and win
in Durham.
convincingly, play clean football, no penalties. They kind of got some things ironed out. Dak was a little bit off target on the first couple throws, but now he's in his groove. Now you just wonder, can the defense kind of match it too? They need to go ahead and clamp down on the Philadelphia run game, because that's been the one bright spot really for the Eagles tonight.
Here comes Philadelphia.
And again,
set
the
kick.
Cowboys, if everything plays out the way they need it to and they hang on and win here tonight, get some help tomorrow, the Cowboys could jump up as high as the 2 seed.
Here comes
in the
Jake
NFC.
Elliott.
Eagles are locked into 6 or 7 in terms of seeding in the NFC.
All right, here we
will
go.
Not be impacted by them
And
winning or
we
losing
got
tonight.
a
Here's
return
Corey Clement
at
catching
the
on
25,
run.
down
Got a nice
at the
first half.
30.
He's out to the 30. And flag comes in.
And there is a flag. See what this opening flag is about.
During the return, holding number 37 of the return team. Penalty is 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
And here's Lisa
All right.
Salters.
Steve, for the Cowboys, tonight's game was about establishing a rhythm heading into the playoffs, and Mike McCarthy told me that he liked the rhythm that he saw from the offense in the first half. He said scoring on every drive in that first half, but he said defensively, he wants to see them shut down the run and get some takeaways. I asked him how much longer Dak Prescott and the starters would play tonight, and he said they were going to talk about it in the locker room, but probably, he said, at least the third quarter. Steve?
All right, Lisa,
All right, here we go.
Dak's in there, and he hands
And
off to
that's
Ezekiel Elliott.
Ezekiel Elliott.
He'll be out to the 18-yard line, pick up
Got
a
it
6.
down at around the 18, 19-yard line. Let's see
Come
where they
right back
spot
out,
that
try
at.
to establish some more of this inside running game, weak side counter run, double team at the point of attack, and big Zach Martin leading the way.
10 rushes, 62
Mike
yards.
McCarthy said, he obviously
Tonight by
he was pretty
Ezekiel
loud and clear
Elliott.
last night about the fact that
That's
this
second
is what they
down
wanted
and
to do.
3.
They've come right out here in the second half, starting it off again.
Ball's near the 19.
And they got McGovern, the guard, at fullback again.
And that is
With
a
Elliott's
handoff. That is
body.
that's going to be
Not
a
that
tackle for a
time.
loss.
Milton Williams
Milton Williams
having
with
a
the
really
tackle
nice
for
game
a
by the Eagles
loss.
defense.
And this has been a problem. Watch La'el Collins. His performance in the run game has been inconsistent. Look at Williams. He stands him up and then sheds him to the side. And that is a rookie defensive tackle that, yes, the Eagles are excited about, but for an offense that is trying to get back on track, La'el Collins
Third
got to
down
be a
and
little bit more
4.
stout in the run game.
Elliott,
Third
Schultz,
down and
Cooper,
4.
Wilson, and Lamb. Shotgun formation.
Eagles rush
Here
4.
is Prescott
Dak
in
in some
trouble.
Able to escape. He'll throw to
And
Elliott.
that's Ezekiel Elliott
And
going to be
he's
a
gonna
yard
just
shy.
short
Brings up
of
4th
the
down
marker.
and 1.
Pick up a 3.
Yeah, they just take Milton Williams and move him on out the right tackle and say, hey, Terrence Steele, watch this. Why don't you come get some of this too? Now I'm just going to take you and bull rush you right back into Dak's lap and almost reach around him and sack him. Look, Milton Williams is one of these guys. Look, he is a freak athlete now. He has got some crazy testing numbers coming out of La Tech this year in the draft. 6'3", 284
All right, here we go.
pounds,
4th down and
4'6",
1.
2 into 40, a 39-inch vertical jump for a guy that big. This guy is.
Yeah,
he's
Anger
got it
set
going
to
on.
punt.
You get him in the rotation with Fletcher Cox and Javon Hargrave, and it's dynamic.
And
First
the
look
punt's
at
in the
Brian
air.
Anger tonight. The Cowboys.
And he's going to be down
and
at the
Greg Ward
35-yard
Jr.
line.
is dropped immediately by
There is a flag down.
Goodwin. And a flag comes in. See if we get a block in the back there. Anger's first punt of the night.
Yeah, Goodwin came in and obviously hit him low. Question is, was he pushed into him? I think that's what they're talking about right now.
It's a 44-yard punt by Anger.
Kerry Vincent, number 34, yeah, for the Eagles, was the one who pushed him.
During the kick, illegal block on the back by the receiving team, number 36. The penalty is 10 yards from the end of the kick. Philadelphia's ball, 1st and 10. Timeout on the field.
All right. Philadelphia ball, block in the back. That's Vincent Jr. Dad got this. Yes, Miami got the W. 4th and 1. Okay, defense should have went for it. Miami upset Duke. Patriots fan rooting for them Cowboys. 6th upset today. Great for Tennessee basketball. Rick James, super freak. Final Miami Hurricanes, 76. Number 2, Duke Blue Devils, 74. Cowboys need to get another kicker next year. Absolutely, Lisa. All the poor Eagles, says Crystal Sylvester to be. Go Dak, dude. Eagles will bounce back, says Pete Ocean. College basketball upsets Oklahoma State over number 14 Texas. KU lost today. Missouri over Alabama.
Around for the Dallas Cowboys defense this season. A Dallas defense
Texas
that was
Tech over
public enemy
Kansas.
number 1 last year.
All right. Do you have to mute it again?
Point improvement. And you know, people are going to come calling about Dan Quinn. They'd be interested in him being a head coach again. And he just seems so happy, so joyful as the defensive coordinator of the Cowboys. You understand
Ball's
why.
at the
He
25.
told us he was in a bad spot, you know, at the middle of last year, getting let go in the season by the Atlanta Falcons, and he did a lot of soul searching as
That's
to how
about
he
a
could
gain
be
of
better
a yard,
as a
maybe
coach,
2.
as a defensive coordinator, as a person, and he learned a lot during that time, and he has come back with a abandon, and he has had a huge impact on this Cowboys defense.
Yeah, he solicited outside opinion on himself, both professionally and personally. He took it very serious, asked the tough questions, listened to the hard answers.
Second down and 8.
And I think he'll be ready to rock and roll whenever he decides to take another head coaching job.
And here's Huntley.
Falcons started 0-5 a year
Huntley
ago.
spins.
He was dismissed.
Gains
on
a couple
October the
more
11th.
yards.
Yeah,
Brings up
Jacksonville,
3rd down
listen,
and
they wanted to talk
short.
to him.
Yep.
And they wanted to talk to Kellen Moore too. And Kellen Moore had an interview with the Jacksonville Jaguars last night. Actually, I talked to him on the field. He had about a 2-hour conversation with Jacksonville, and I think it was interesting. Just a little insight into Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn decided, you know what? Jacksonville is not something I want to do right now, and I want to do that interview, but I'm going to help Kellen Moore with the interview process because I've been through it. And so he actually went through a mock interview with Kellen Moore this week just to get him ready. That's
3rd
what
down
Dan
and
Moore,
2.
Dan Quinn is all about. That's the kind of person he is. I thought that was a great example.
You hear about reps all the time in football.
Bunch
on the field.
formation,
Need
single
some
back
reps in the
formation.
interview
That's
process
quarterback
as well.
keeper.
Minshew ahead.
And
on
Minshew
3rd and
looks
2.
like he got enough
Mystique
for the first down.
But I think there's no question that Dan Quinn knows that this time around, he knows exactly what kind of situation he's looking for that really will set him up for success. And then, you know what, and if you're in a position to be choosy and you can be very selective, then you should be. This isn't his first rodeo. He knows exactly what he's looking for, and hey, it could be worse things than being a defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys with the kind of weapons they have.
You're not going to get many third chances. So if
Trips
you've already
up
been
top.
a head coach, you better make sure that
Here's
second chance is
Huntley.
the right one.
Huntley, that's a first down.
Jason Huntley, another first down by Leighton Vander Esch.
Jason Huntley saying, you ain't getting no second chance on me. Check this out. Look at him go. I mean, he has been impressive tonight as far as his vision, his acceleration, his balance, his power on contact.
All right, here we go. First down and 10.
A loaded team at the running back position. You talk about Miles Sanders, Boston Scott, Jordan Howard, Kenny Gainwell, a rookie. So this kid, you know, he's been buried.
First down and 10. Ball is at the 47.5.
That hand injury.
Here's Huntley.
Had a chance
crosses
to nail it in the
midfield.
backfield. Huntley able
Gets
to
it down
fight
at the
through it.
48-yard line.
Makes the stop.
48 yards to Peter.
That's a nice job of tracking the ball carrier inside out by KZ. He came from the middle of the field, and you're just going to see him just kind of play it perfectly. Perfect pace, perfect tempo. You see Hooker trying to track him down on the outside. KZ right there. That's a great play. It looks like a routine play, but I can tell you that's harder than
All right,
it
here we
looks.
go. Second down and
Real good
6.
tackle by the free safety.
KZ was drafted in the 5th round.
Got a man in
of
motion.
2017
Single back
by
formation.
Atlanta, and Dan
Single
Quinn.
high safety. And that's Huntley.
6th straight rushing attempt by the Eagles. Jason Huntley.
Huntley got it around the
Picking up
45.
3 on the play.
That's Odigizua with the tackle.
Odigizua. He's a young player, young rookie that has become an important part of Dan Quinn's defensive line. That rotation of 8 guys that come in, Odigizua out of UCLA, talked about with Dan Quinn about him. He said he was in kind of a square stance in college, and they needed to get him more explosive and up the field and more disruptive. And he's been a quick learner.
All right, here we go.
Third down.
Third down and 3.
That's Ward in motion. Minshew on the run.
Gardner Minshew under pressure.
Off his back foot.
And he throws. That's incomplete. Tyree Jackson was the nearest receiver. Brings up
Hill
4th down
had
and
the pressure
3.
for the Cowboys. Again, no Micah Parsons tonight. No Trayvon Diggs. This defense will look very different in the playoffs for the Cowboys.
Yeah, Micah Parsons, like he has just taken the league by storm as far as his versatility and just his explosive one-on-one playmaking ability. And Trayvon Diggs, he's proven he will snatch your heart out with his interceptions, although he has to be more consistent in coverage.
Eagles going on 4th and 3.
Appreciate that, JL. Ball's at the 45. And they went
Able
for
to
it.
complete.
And that's the
turn it
first
upfield.
down.
Quez Watkins.
Quez
First down in
Watkins.
favor of the Eagles. Pickup
First
of 11.
down.
Creative yards after the catch.
Watch Watkins just work down the line.
Hey,
of
shout out
scrimmage.
to 309
Nice job
thumbs
by
up.
Gardner finding an open receiver, and watch, he just keeps running lateral and outrunning the pursuit and really just breaking everybody's angles that they have on him. You see Keanu Neal miss him. Vander Esch misses him. I was wondering if he was going to get that first.
Yeah, you don't like to see him go the wrong direction and catch the ball before the sticks on
First
a 4th
down
down,
and
but
10.
he made it work.
From the Dallas 39.
Here's Huntley.
Here's Huntley.
Huntley gains about
Turn
a yard.
the corner, and Jordan Lewis there, along with Luke Gifford. Pick up a 1.
It's going to be second down and a long 9.
I think Philadelphia is looking for another
7:50
receiver
to play
obviously
in the
opposite
third
of Devonta
quarter.
Smith. And Jalen Reagor's been a disappointment. There's no question about that. Quez Watkins been kind of a revelation in the 6th round, and he's made some plays. And Greg Ward, I think Greg Ward needs to get more opportunities in this offense as they get into the playoffs to take some of the pressure off Dallas Goedert.
Second down and 9. Shotgun formation. Minshew
Minshew
throws. That's caught.
And
Going to be third down and about 2 yards.
As if he was listening to you.
Yeah, well, he needs to make more plays, and he needs to do it consistently enough. And, you know, he's had good games, but then he's had games where, you know, like the Giant game at the end, where it's just all come crashing down, and the city of Philadelphia comes crashing down on him.
21st pick overall.
That's a good question, Michael. I have not talked to her today.
At a TCU, had a couple of late drops there.
Well, and he'll always be compared to Justin Jefferson, and that's not fair to the kid.
Jalen Reagor 2 for 2 for 19 yards today.
3rd and 2.
Shotgun formation. Minshew
takes
throws. That's caught. That's
down.
Quez Watkins.
Quez Watkins, the go-to guy.
That's a first down.
Eagles on the march.
I just love Gardner Minshew's poise and his field vision and his composure in the pocket. You see him look front side. There's nothing there. He comes back. He sees Quez Watkins coming across the field, just puts it on him so he can catch and run. Look, we said at the beginning of this telecast that this was a nice audition.
Gardner Minshew's 15 for 23, 128, and a touchdown.
You couldn't ask anything more of him up to this point.
Current drive, 11 plays, 53 yards.
Contract. He looks to throw on first down.
Minshew floats it. And that's he dropped it. There is a flag down.
Right side. Had it, and then he didn't. And a flag. Check the marker. Maybe this will help explain how he got so wide open. Let's see.
He dropped the ball.
I love the throw from Gardner Minshew, understanding he had man-to-man and throw it on the back shoulder and let Whiteside
that was a good pass.
And get it. And you got to make this play. This is
Whiteside
this is
just
another one of those lightning
dropped
rods
the ball.
at the position for Philadelphia.
There is no foul on the play for offensive pass interference. It's an incomplete pass. Second down.
All right, they're picking up the flag.
This crowd was going to let Arcega-Whiteside know that they're displeased with that because he's been one that's been inconsistent as well.
He has one career receiving touchdown in 40 career games.
He's a second-round draft pick a couple of years back. You know, between him and Jalen Reagor, it's been a really tough time getting this receiving.
Arcega-Whiteside, 2 targets, 0 receptions.
2nd and 10 from the 22.
Here's Minshew. That is Huntley. That's incomplete.
Huntley
Brings up
got
3rd down.
Hang on, a flag
there is a flag down.
Well, we've had a couple of offensive pass interference tonight that were missed, and I think they're going to finally get one.
I think Arcega-Whiteside's going to be in the crosshairs again.
There's a certain feel to playing, this position.
All right, pass interference, offense.
These routes and
pass interference, offense, number 19. That penalty is declined. Play results in 3rd down.
They were looking at
Arcega-Whiteside.
the previous
Penalties
play,
declined.
They picked up that flag, and they get him there.
That's just too obvious.
Got to make it look like you're running a route.
I mean, that looks like a basket. I mean, it's not basketball. You can't do that. So, I mean, you can't set a pick.
Fourteenth play.
3rd down and 10. Ball's at the 22. Trips up top.
On 3rd and
Minshew.
10. Reagor
brings up 4th down.
In the air. 4th down.
It's the first time I've seen Gardner Minshew really, not set his feet and be off balance and be inaccurate behind the receiver. See, watch his feet. When he's going backwards, it's really hard to be accurate, and your momentum takes you that way, and the ball ends up behind the receiver.
What a frustrating sequence of plays, though. I mean, they had a touchdown in the end zone.
Yep.
And you just commit,
All right, here comes Jake Elliott.
Penalty. That's frustrating.
Elliott's kick is up, is good. 40-yard attempt.
Jake Elliott.
That's a 10-point ball game. The ball must have some sunscreen or moon screen since sun's not out. Two scores, no problem. Good game. Cowboys play at Packers. Tough deal. Come on, boys. Get some pay dirt. Come on, Dallas. Don't let these boys come back. Voice change, who is that? What you mean, Charleston? Yes, Dougie. I will be live for the college football championship game on Monday. I will be live for Georgia and Alabama. That's a good question there, Fountain. Why aren't they sitting Dak? That's a good question. You know, they got a good rhythm. You know, that's what they wanted to start and play, you know. But I think it's because it's Philadelphia. I really think it's just because it's Philadelphia they're not going to sit them. And they're going to play them for 3 quarters.
Thanks
All right,
for
here we
the
go.
cheesesteaks the other night.
Yeah.
That was nice of you to do, Leaves.
When in Philadelphia, you got to have cheesesteaks.
What's your favorite?
Well, people have a lot of preferences, but I'm a Delco steaks guy myself.
Oh, okay.
Try to take care of the people.
You didn't send one to
Got
my
at
house?
the 5, 10, 15.
Thanks for coming to the game, Lou.
And it's going to be down
That's
at the
what happens when
16-yard line. Clement.
Home game.
No, it's easy to look, get people's addresses, Steve, and send stuff to their home. I did
Wouldn't
it.
have been hot.
I did it for you.
Tanguy able to make the play, and there's a player down.
All right, there's an injured Dallas Cowboy. It looks like it's number 39.
That's Tyler Coyle being attended to for the Cowboys.
All right, Coyle down on the ground. What's up, Joshua Trojanowski? Shout out to the Trojanowski family. God bless you as well, brother. What happened last time we lost to Philly, then got first rounded by Green Bay? Minshew has played pretty good game thus far. Absolutely. Bam, 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 roll tide. We got so much snow. I brought some all-terrain snowshoes. Yes, take Dak out. Georgia over Alabama. I need the Titans to lose on the road. Cowboy player. Yeah, it's Coyle, Tyler Coyle. Coyle got injured.
Being attended to. Down to Lisa.
Steve, I'll get you an injury update on Coyle when I can. But before that, Eagles linebacker Sean Bradley left the game late in the second quarter with a shoulder injury. He was initially listed as questionable, but has now been downgraded to out, will not return.
Or at least thank you. Already without Singleton and Avery, starting linebackers for the Eagles, both on the COVID list.
Yeah, right. We talked about, winning and seeding and all that, but make no mistake, goal number one for both these teams tonight was to get out of here without any more injuries a week before the playoffs start.
Under 6 to play, third quarter.
Single back formation.
Dallas by 10. Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott still in there. And Zeke has the football.
And Zeke got it up at the 20-yard line.
It's been 11 straight games without a 100-yard game
the
for
49ers
Ezekiel
rather
Elliott.
to what
And over
team
the last
to
10
win?
games,
happens in this
His best
game.
game statistic-wise, rushing 55 yards. He's got 66 on the night tonight on 12 carries.
All right, here we go. And that's Zeke. Gets it up
25.
at about the 25-yard line. Going to be a yard shy.
Third down and short again.
Zeke through the years. It is a downhill slope. 104.6. His rookie year this season, 57.2.
And Pollard is not in there tonight. He's back in Dallas with a foot injury. On third
down and 1. Here's the handoff. That is a first down.
Easily able to pick up the first down.
Got it up at about the 29-yard line.
Tony Pollard and talk about taking carries away. Tony Pollard has earned those carries, and he needs to be a part of this offense. And Zeke and Pollard have a great relationship. They are two of the same type. They want to help this team win. They understand they have different skill sets. You know, Zeke more in between the tackles, downhill, and Tony Pollard brings that perimeter game.
4:10 to play in the third quarter.
They're going to need both of them.
Got
to
man
win
in motion,
playoffs.
single back formation. Here's a play action.
Prescott off the play fake.
Prescott looks, throws.
He's
That's over the
throwing.
head of Ezekiel
That's behind
Elliott.
Incomplete. Down to Lisa.
Yeah, Steve, I was talking to Zeke this week about his relationship with Tony Pollard.
All right, do you have to mute it real quick? Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott this season, 233 rush to 130, 990 yards to 718 or 719.
Tight, what'd you get him for Christmas? He said, I got him crypto. So that's the go-to gift, guys, crypto.
There we go.
All right, here we go.
Crypto.
That's a tough one. Right?
Fluctuates, as you know. Teron Jackson.
And that is ball up at around the
Carolina.
32.
He's played very well in the second half of the season for the Eagles.
Brings up third
Getting back
down.
to Ezekiel Elliott. Look, he needs Tony Pollard. Zeke has carried the ball over 14
Third down and
times
7.
since he came into the league in 2016, and that's going to have natural wear and tear on you. He's not going to be the same as he was a couple years ago.
And there is a flag down. That's Wilson. Cedric Wilson down at around the 31-yard line.
Receiver one tonight. He goes over 100 receiving yards. 37 there. We'll check the marker.
They're going to get
Offside.
Alvo offside.
Defense, number 59. The penalty is declined. The play results in a first down.
All right.
Another great look at Cedric Wilson. We talked about this throwing lane. Right here is where Dak wants to throw that football before the linebacker can come off. And no Michael Gallup, but Cedric Wilson is a name that people need to begin to start to recognize. And with all the attention on
First
the other
down
two
and
receivers
10.
in this offense and the tight end Schultz and the back.
Cedric Wilson
Cedric
tonight,
Wilson
5
is gonna
receptions,
get
119
looks,
yards, 2
especially in the middle of the
touchdowns.
field as this season comes to a close.
Fourth-year player out of Boise State, already having a career game.
Here's a handoff.
Just got that snapped.
Clement got it up.
Corey Clement. Cedric Wilson had 2 touchdown catches in his first 22
second
NFL
down.
games. He's got 2 touchdown catches tonight.
Look, Kellen Moore and Mike McCarthy, they're smart people. They see Jacoby Stevens out there playing linebacker. They know
was a
that
gain
in
of
college,
4
this guy
yards.
was a safety at LSU. And they got him playing linebacker now. They're going to run and play action him to death and attack that middle of the field, the second level. And that's where Cedric Wilson has been feasting tonight.
3 of his 5 catches for a first down tonight.
Single back
Second
formation.
down and
Here's a
6.
handoff. That's Ezekiel
Zeke
Elliott.
spinning.
Gets it up at the 21, or I'm sorry, the 22
Cedric Wilson has developed
yard
a
line.
trust relationship with Dak
Third down
Prescott.
and about a yard.
And that's invaluable. If you don't have that, you have nothing. I don't care how good a receiver you think you are. If you don't have the trust of the quarterback
This is on
in
ESPN.
big-time situations and big-time
ESPN
moments,
or
the ball's not going to
ABC.
come your way. And as the playoffs start next week, Cedric Wilson is making
18 to
deposits
24,
with Dak on
280
that relationship.
for Dak Prescott and 4 touchdowns.
Here's Zeke.
And Zeke gets the first down. Ball's at the 19-yard line.
On the season. Ezekiel Elliott. Said it's still kind of meaningful. When you break into the league, you're a running back. You want to have 1,000-yard rushing season.
Is now over 1,000 yards.
And again, all these
fourth
stats,
career 1,000-yard rushing season.
Man. Listen, coming into Week 18, there were only 5 running backs with 1,000.
He has 1,001 yards and 10 touchdowns.
Season games, and these stats and season stats will be impacted.
Shotgun formation.
Like being the highest-scoring Cowboys team in
Here's
history.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Dallas history. Zeke still
gains
running
about
hard.
a yard, maybe 2.
Pearson forced him out.
Looks like it's a gain of a yard.
That looked like a play that maybe could have gone the distance had Lyle Collins made his block out on the perimeter. And you could hear it up here that he was disappointed that he missed the block on the edge. But you just got to love the fact that Dallas is continuing to work
Second down
its
and
entire
9.
arsenal of the run game.
18 rushing.
Inside zone, outside zone, powers,
18
counters,
rushes for
the whole thing.
87
They're calling everything
yards.
on the menu tonight.
That's Ezekiel Elliott tonight. Prescott
second and
throws.
9.
That's caught. That's
Out of the
Clement.
backfield. For
Clement.
Kayvon Wallace.
Got about 2.5
In
yards.
case you're wondering, Dak Prescott has never had a 5-touchdown game. 4 touchdown passes in the first half tonight.
All right, here we go.
So we hit the final half
Third down
of the third quarter.
Third down and 7.
Pretty good. Cedric Wilson.
25 seconds left.
They've gotten some catches. This third down, I might go back to my old reliables. Where's Amari Cooper? Where's CD Lamb? Got Lamb down here.
All right, here we go.
3rd and 7. Goes to
And
Clement. Pushed out short.
he's going to be
Wallace
a yard
got
shy.
there for 6. Needed 7.
But it's interesting, isn't it? You know, like Clement's a third back, and they're throwing him the football before they throw the ball to CD Lamb and Amari Cooper here in crunch time situations.
Quarter will come to an end. Cowboys.
All right. We are at the end of 3. Score is 30-20. 10-point ball game. Dallas with the football on 4th down and 2 at the Philadelphia 11-yard line. So after this drive, I will be ending the poll. So get your votes in. Shout out to the 907 voters. 59% going with them boys, the Dallas Cowboys. 41% going with Fly Eagles Fly, the Philadelphia Eagles. Hey, all right. I see Miss Linda Brennan in the building. She lurking. Everybody's been asking about Miss Linda Brennan. Fly Eagle Fly. Win or lose, still be a happy fan. Playoffs start tomorrow evening. You mean next week they start? I will be live Monday, National Championship game. Tomorrow we got a triple header. How bad is Kel's injury? They were saying it's a hip injury.
Could be 28th. 1970. That ties the
All right, here we
Raiders
go.
and the Chargers for the most primetime appearances for any
What's up,
rivalry.
Kimberly?
However, the Raiders and Chargers,
The
they're going to
Trox
pass that. They'll play
bench
again
Dak
tomorrow
this
night.
week.
in prime time on NBC.
Oh,
We open
man.
up the fourth quarter, and we do so on a 4th and 1.
4th down and 1.
And it's Corey
That is going to
Clement.
be a first down.
First down yardage.
Corey Clement.
Be first and goal. Cowboys looking to add to their 10-point lead.
And when in doubt, run right behind Zach Martin.
First
Here he is
and
right
goal.
here. And there's no question. There may have been some ups and downs with this offensive line during the course of this season, but there has been no up and down with Zach Martin.
There's an injured Eagle.
There's an injured
It's
Eagle
Marvin
player.
Wilson, rookie out of Florida State.
That's Wilson, the rookie. Offensive lineman. Number 73 is down.
We'll be back with first and goal.
All right, they're going to go to a commercial timeout. Oh, man, that's crazy, Timmy Two Shoe. You missed it by 2 points. Cavs Blazers had 215 total. I needed them to hit 217. Zeke, I want 50 points. I went to go meet my newest grandbaby and had no signal. Raiders with an upset. Troxel, do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? I think it's still a little too early, especially with COVID. It's a little harder. Who's the Cowboys going to play in the playoffs? I could look that up real quick while we're on commercial break. Hold on a second. So 2 plays 6, 3 plays 5. No, 2 plays 7, 3 plays 6. Okay, so Cowboys would play the Cardinals. So the Cardinals would go to Dallas if it started today. If the Dallas Cowboys stays at the number 4 spot and Arizona stays at the number 5 spot, then Arizona goes to Dallas.
In his 28th year as an NFL official, worked 2 Super Bowls, and tonight is his last regular season game. Congratulations, Mark, on a career well done.
J.J. Watt is
really
returning
cool.
for the
28
playoffs.
years doing this job, and we know that's not an easy job.
13 plays, 76 yards,
years.
6 minutes, 14 seconds.
First down and goal for the Cowboys.
Here is Amari Cooper.
Cooper in motion. Dak.
And that is caught. And that's Corey Clement.
And the 5th touchdown pass of the night for Dak Prescott. A career high and a record-setting mark.
All right, 5 touchdowns.
Cover 4 with split safeties here. You see the
for
corner
Dak
here. You have to have some
Prescott.
kind of communication about when the route declares. When you get number 1, which is Amari Cooper going inside and Clement going to the flat. You can't you see the safety disappointed there as far as how they played it and how they passed off
14
the
plays,
distribution.
84 yards, 6 minutes, 25 seconds. Kick is up. Kick is
Carolina has
good.
the extra point.
Well, that's a
37-20.
simple route combination from a defensive perspective that you should be able to
17-point game.
If you're Dak Prescott, you've now got 5.
That should probably do it for the starters. Dak Prescott takes over the record that was held since 2007 by Tony Romo for most touchdown passes in a single season by a Dallas Cowboy. Dak Prescott has 37.
Whether they're seed 2, 3, or 4 in the NFC.
Yeah, and I think that's probably the last we'll see of Dak Prescott tonight.
Yes, the poll is closing.
They checked all the boxes they needed to tonight to get, at least give themselves a chance.
Shout out to the 931 voters.
Feel good about themselves.
59%.
Be able to communicate.
Going for them boys, the Dallas Cowboys.
Game. And listen,
41% going for Fly Eagles Fly. The Philadelphia Eagles. And the polls are going to be closed
next week to build off this.
in about 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Shout out to the 931 voters. 59-41.
You're happy to see him have nights like tonight.
And that is going to be
get out to the 30-yard line.
At the 30-yard line.
The Eagles will take over.
So the Eagles will have the ball, 1st and 10 at the 30. 70 yards to pay dirt.
He came back from both of those injuries were gruesome.
All right, here we go.
And you got to give both of those guys credit.
Here's Gardner Minshew. He's going to throw. That is incomplete.
Minshew comes out firing and
10 for Quez Watkins. Dak Prescott, 21-27. 295 yards, 5 touchdowns.
27, almost 300
career
yards,
high.
No turnovers. Look, that's the kind of thing that they
Zero
wanted to do
turnovers.
As far as how they were executing, playing a clean football game. That's the kind of stat line I know Dak Prescott wanted to see.
And coming out of this game, it's not going to be the stat line that he's really most concerned with. It's going to be, how can I communicate with my guys now from this standpoint, right? Look,
and that's Gainwell.
This was. We went up against these
Gainwell
backups.
got it across the 35.
Right next to my receivers and say, listen, this is what needs to happen going forward. When we need to be on the same page, both on the field and off the field, by the way. Everything going on with COVID. He
gain
has
of
got
7
to
yards,
take
3rd down and 3.
of this team.
14 minutes
to
to play.
From Dak Prescott. And a great example was, Amari and CeeDee Lamb going to the basketball game.
Yeah, they went to go to Dirk Nowitzki night, go see the Mavericks, and, caught some heat for that, all the COVID protocols. And, we sort of asked Dak about that when we talked to him yesterday and said, well, how did you handle that? And I thought he was going to talk about how he handled it
formation.
after the fact. Well, you see different kinds of leadership.
And Minshew is going to get sacked.
Down.
Oh, my God.
Another sack. 3rd sack of the night. Basham able to get to him. But Prescott, instead of saying about after the fact, the conversation, he said, I should have been ahead of it.
Yeah.
I should have realized there was chatter. Hey, big night in town with Dirk.
I became an automatic fan of any team that plays against Dallas.
We really
says
want to
Nicole
be in
Curry.
that spot. And so I was so impressed by Dak Prescott's leadership. And that came really just days after Micah Parsons had gone to a sporting event. And he got nailed with the COVID too.
Yeah, he went to the Mavs game against Denver on Monday, and then CD and Amari went on Wednesday.
Look, he has great awareness, Dak Prescott. No question about that. He's a natural-born leader. And you could tell he took it to heart. He said, look, he will be better.
And we got an injured
and he
player.
Will be able to serve his team even better.
There is an injured player on the field for the Philadelphia Eagles holding his knee. All right, Tommy, have a great night, brother. See what it looks like when they get in the playoffs. They're going to be playing higher or the highest caliber teams. Thinking about Star Wars Finn character. No, I'm not a fan, but I hope he's okay. Yeah, I hate seeing injuries. I don't care if it's my arch rival or my favorite team. I hate seeing injuries. I know it's a part of the game, but, you know, it just sucks. Especially being the last game prior to the postseason. My birthday is next Saturday, so I want for my birthday is Cowboys versus Rams, says Patty Grimes. Hey, Patty Grimes, happy early birthday, brother. That is Tyree Jackson,
in pain,
the rookie out of Buffalo.
flat out angry.
Well,
show you how he did it.
Watch his right knee. He tries to stop here, his momentum, and it just kind of buckles on him. He's got a brace already on that knee, and listen, this is a young man who was a quarterback at the University of Buffalo and come back from injury, broke a bone in his back. He was on IR, and he finally got his NFL debut on November 7th of this year. And he had started to play a lot in the 3 tight end packages for Nick Sirianni. So if he's not able to be healthy for this postseason run, that's a hit to this team.
Made his first NFL catch tonight and was for a touchdown. Now he's out injured.
All right, here we go. Single back formation
for the Dallas Cowboys. That's Corey Clement.
Corey Clement got it up at around the 50-yard line. Ball near midfield. Cooper Rush in.
Well, it was fun watching Cooper Rush against the Minnesota Vikings.
49 career passing attempts.
Prime time and a
2017 undrafted free agent out of Central Michigan.
He played outstanding.
Second down and 8.
Quarterback for Dak Prescott.
Eagles need to shut it down for right now. And that's Clement.
Here's Corey
Clement to the 30, 25, 20, 15, and down at around the 13-yard line.
Cowboys down to the Philadelphia 12. That's good for 37 more yards.
Look, you just see great combo.
That's a 37-yard gain.
Blocking here, working up to the next level
by Corey Clement.
I mean, that's how
former
you do it when you
Eagle,
run these inside zones. These combo blocks.
And Super Bowl champion.
You see that? You can just make the defender miss in the hole. Corey Clement, you see how he's rocked up and put together. You're not going to get him with arm tackles. Just great execution.
Single back formation. Wilson in motion. Here's Clement. Clement's going to lose 2 yards.
Take a loss.
All right, do have to mute it real quick. Yeah, Tyree broke a bone in his back, went on injured reserve, just came back around Thanksgiving.
You need a guy who can be competent and win you a game.
And now is dealing with a knee injury.
Keep the season sailing along.
You let the head coach sleep well at night with a guy like Cooper Rush.
And that's a catch. That's going to be down inside the 5, down at the 4. Jeremy Sprinkle
was him being able
with the reception.
With Amari Cooper, with Cedric Wilson.
4 yards to pay dirt.
And be able to make some difficult throws into tight coverage and put it only where the receiver could catch it.
We saw that Cedric Wilson play 2 times tonight.
Yeah.
Same one. And Cedric Wilson's still in the game, by the way, which I don't understand why he's in.
That
Here
is
the handoff, and that is a touchdown.
For the touchdown. And the Cowboys will tack it on.
That's Ito Smith.
That's just good old power football right there. Just double teams at the point of attack, and we're just going to run it right down your throat. Terrence Steele, good block right there on Ridgeway. Nice, tough run.
right, the Dallas Cowboys have put up a 40 burger,
on for the extra point.
43 to 20. Zerline kicks up and good, 44-20. All right, 44 to 20, 24-point ball game. Love it. Score 50 more points. How about them Cowboys, says Paula Cook. Stick a fork in them. The more you rest, the more you become rusty. Just do it and give us fun. Plenty of time. Let's go Dallas football team. I'm going to the van down by the river. Yes, Eagles can have the 2-minute warning. Yes, my boys look good. Cowboys all the way. Eagles gonna win. Are Eagles going to come back? I don't know. They might not. I think they might be done. That's 24 points with 10-16. That's 4 scores. I want 50, 50, 50. Shakes 8 ball. Shakes the magic 8 ball. Not likely. The Terra says, "We them boys." Dak 4,000 plus. Ezekiel Elliott 1,000 plus. CeeDee Lamb 1,000 plus. Micah Parsons 10 plus sacks. Trayvon Diggs 10 plus interceptions.
You know what's cool about all those guys? All those guys draft picks, homegrown, draft, develop, get the most out of them.
All right, that's going to be a touchback. Ball's at the 25.
Scouting department and coaching staff.
And ownership, Jerry Jones. Let's look at a potential opponent for the Cowboys.
All right, likely first opponent is Arizona. Seven versus 3.
This week, it frustrated Dak Prescott.
All right, here we
it
go.
frustrated Kellen Moore. And if they play again in a week, you're going to see a lot more of that. You didn't see that tonight, okay? There's no way the Eagles were going to be able to do things like that tonight. But that's what they're going to have to play against.
That's Minshew. That's an interception. Leighton Vander Esch
for the Cowboys.
Oh, my God.
Minshew threw it off the fingertips and leads to the interception. And the Cowboys are enjoying their night in
Leighton
Philadelphia.
Vander Esch.
First turnover of the game.
You see Leighton Vander Esch right here. He's just trailing Richard Rodgers across the formation. You're going to see he keeps good eyes on the football, though, and just, hey, tips and overthrows, man.
That's a great
All stats count. All interceptions count.
And Arcega-Whiteside's tough night continues.
This Cowboys team, they led
Philadelphia is going to have to cut Whiteside. I know you wasted a second-round draft pick on him, but
and it came from Mike McCarthy.
He got to go.
Dan Quinn gave him credit. But not only the offensive players use the juggling machines, the defensive players do
and
as
that
well.
is caught.
This is Jaquan Hardy.
Jaquan
His
Hardy
first carry of the night.
gets it up at around the
Cowboys
20.
Pickup of 6.
Cowboys defense this season, 34 takeaways, 26 interceptions, both most in the NFL.
Cowboys led the league in takeaways.
Now that right there,
long time.
That's an example. That interception by Van
All right,
Roos is an
Raquel.
example of what
Let's have a
Dan
good night,
Quinn is
Trox.
talking
See
about
you
when he
tomorrow.
says make plays, don't chase plays.
Right.
But when they're there
All
to
right,
make them,
Kimberly.
make them. The ball's
Have a
in your
wonderful
hands, it
night as
touches your
well.
hands, come down with it. Great example.
And
Well,
that is going to be a
stop and
tackle for a loss.
Hardy got rocked. Sachere for the Eagles for the loss.
Sachere with the tackle.
Fourth different running back for the Cowboys. Hardy comes out of Tiffin University, Division II. You know the Dragons.
Sure. Where's that? Tiffin University.
Yes.
6 points away from 50
Somebody will let
points.
us know.
It's Ohio, of course.
Oh, all right.
John Parolin reminding
Ball
me
is at that 22-yard line.
of those Tiffin roots.
Got trips up top. Here's a handoff.
Here's Hardy.
And
Breaking
Hardy.
free and into the end zone for a touchdown. Jaquan Hardy, welcome to the game.
And there's your
And the
50
end zone.
burger.
Look, it's just great one-on-one blocking. And you're just going to see he's just going to read it. And then it's going to be one-on-one with the safety with Sachere. And he makes him miss right there. It's just good execution.
All right, here we go. 8:36. Craig Zerlin.
Extra
Kick
point
is
on the
up.
way, and
Kick
good.
is good.
Hardy's last competitive
51
touchdown a couple
to
of years ago
20. Do you have to mute it? Playoff scenario with a win, with the Cowboys win, 2 seed. Bucks, Rams, Cardinals lose, they get the 2 seed. Bucks win, but the Rams and Cardinals lose, they'll get the 3 seed. All other scenarios, win or lose, the 4 seed.
Kind of an exact revenge in that short amount of time, I think, would be their preference. It would be if it was mine.
I think when these guys are playing to their maximum, let's not even say maximum, when they're just playing efficient football, I don't think Dallas, it really matters where they go or who they play, because they have the tools to be able to deal with any of the teams in the NFL that they're going to face in the NFC. And I think that's what tonight really was about, right? I mean, that's what they talked about, how we play. Not who we're playing, not who's really on the field, but how we play. Clean football. Because when we saw them earlier in the year against the same Philadelphia Eagles football team, we left that stadium down there in Arlington and going, man, this team's for real. And they took off from there. I mean, they really did put together some good performances. And I think heading into the playoffs, they got to be as confident as anyone, no matter who they go against.
All right, here we
I
go.
know this. There's going to be a lot of teams in the NFC that
That's
are
going to be a
confident playing
touchback.
against the
Ball's at
Dallas
the
Cowboys.
25-yard line. '49ers and Saints vying for that last spot. When you're in, lose, you're out.
You're looking at the Cardinals as well. The Cardinals weren't doing anything up until this game against Dallas.
Right.
Remember, we thought they were having one of those late season just fold-ups like they had a year ago. Maybe they got
All right,
things
here
figured
is
out.
Huntley.
But it's really not the best teams.
And that is going to be a
attack
tackle for a loss. Lost it by 2 yards.
Were not playing their best, and nor were the
gone, bro.
Cowboys. And yeah, they came out tonight and they did what they had to do. But I'm not so sure you would argue that they're playing their best either.
There's
Jerry Jones
8:15 to
will
play
enjoy
in the
this
fourth
one.
quarter.
51 points is
Second
the
down
second
and
most
12.
ever by the Cowboys against the Eagles, and the most ever Dallas has scored here in Philadelphia.
All right, here we go. 8 minutes to go. Shotgun formation. Here is Huntley. Huntley's going to be wrapped up.
For no
Possibly
gain.
a no-gainer.
This seems like a long time from week 3. You remember we went into that game and Nick Sirianni at the press conference with a Beat Dallas T-shirt leading up to that game, and then went out and they lost by 20 there. And now this will be a tough one. But listen, in the back of his mind, this possibility had to exist with what his strategy was, the players he was going to play tonight. And with the Cowboys going all in, you can see the T-shirt leading into that Week 3 game. He embraced the rivalry.
Well, yeah, that had a whole bunch of people in an uproar, man.
Here's Minshew. And that's caught. That's Quez Watkins.
Well, Nick Sirianni's got his challenge ahead of him now, too.
And there's
trying
no
to wrestle
flag.
back momentum and pick up where you left off.
Got to be 4th down and just short.
And, yeah, he rested a bunch of people. Now they're going to get healthy, both from COVID and some of the other injuries.
There's an injured
Jalen Hurts' his ankle,
player.
As close to 100% as he possibly can. But that's
that looks
not
like
an easy
Dillard.
task either. You can't just flip the switch. It's not that easy.
That's Andre Dillard.
And indeed it is Andre Dillard. Down on the field.
Be the team this season with a winning record. 9-1 against teams with losing records. They're about to go to 0-7, teams with winning records.
I do have to mute it real quick. I can't wait to see my Eagle friends. What's up, Tay? Trox, what do you do? What do you think of the Cowboys versus Rams in the playoffs? That'd be a good matchup. That'd be a really good matchup.
Benson.
They don't want to see
Minshew
my Cardinals.
trying to fight through it with Philadelphia. See if they can
And
make
that's
this score a
first
little more
down.
respectable down the
That's
stretch.
Kenneth Gainwell.
That's Gainwell.
What's up in the name of
told us a great
Liberty?
story about Gardner Minshew when Nick was with the Colts, pre-draft interviewing Gardner Minshew, and he invited him to play a game of pig or horse. And
Philadelphia's
was winning
warming
the
up.
battle. And Minshew said, "Hey, coach, now Minshew's all dressed up as he dresses up, like a job
But I'll tell you
interview."
this,
You mind if I take
Dallas
my
don't
shirt
want no
off?
problems
I
with
wanna
the
get more
Arizona
comfortable.
Cardinals.
So bare-chested, he's playing horse on a job interview against Nick Sirianni. And Sirianni
there
wanted
is a
everyone to know
handoff.
that, he still won.
Yeah.
Even after
And that is
Minshew
going to
took his shirt
be
off. But you can visualize
Jalen Rager.
that.
Yeah, he said, hey, man.
Rager.
He said, hey, you mind if I pop this
See
shirt off?
how much he gained on that play? That was the
And I'm sure
second
it's a
down.
fine-looking dress shirt, too. Maybe a little tight, but yeah, good looking.
All right, that's
Nick is
gain of
good
7
storyteller, man.
yards.
He's saying, like, you can
Second
tell
down
Gardner
and
was
3,
into it. And he said,
6:05 to
but I
play.
got some game, so I knew I was going to beat him. I was working him pretty good.
Gardner's got a style all his own, too.
He put the jorts on, too. Let's just go back to rock, paper, scissors, okay?
All right, here we go. Gardner Minshew, 16-29 and 139. Touchdown and an interception. Hit as he throws. And that's going to be incomplete.
Got to him, providing
3rd down
the
and
pressure.
3. Why are you not running the ball on 3rd down and 3?
We were walking around the field pregame. I counted about 10 to 15 of these kind of guys. Fans who all look like Gardner Minshew. He's gonna be popular wherever he goes. He's that kind of guy, that kind of player.
I told everybody I wanted Gardner Minshew in Detroit.
To him on the field before the game. He was
I told everybody
the opportunity.
I want Gardner
He
Minshew in
understands the
Detroit.
position
Outside of that
he's in,
one interception,
but you have to relish these opportunities.
he's had a
played
really good
football.
game.
He's played good football in some really bad situations down in Jacksonville, and he just wants a shot. And the moment with his dad after the Jets game was phenomenal.
Gainwell.
If you haven't seen it.
Do you have to mute it real quick? I don't know. I just think that Gardner Minshew behind as a backup, he's a young quarterback. Like, whoever you draft as your heir apparent, like, you're going to, like, right now, I feel like Philadelphia has the best 1-2 punch at quarterback. You got Jalen Hurts as your starter, Gardner Minshew as a backup. That's perfect.
And 12 interceptions. That ratio is outstanding.
Here's Lisa.
Yes, Steve, when Gardner was telling us about that moment with his dad, he says he remembers just being in the car with his dad when they got the call that Southern Miss was not going to offer him. He said the two of them were just bawling their eyes out then. So he said when the highs happen, like the
second
Jets
down
game,
and 9,
they're just as emotional. He said he described
his
career so far as just
I
been
take
crazy.
Garner.
He's always
Hey,
had to prove himself,
absolutely.
he said, but he said he's always been
I told
able to
everybody, I
find
was
an
like, I would
opportunity. He
trade
believes in
David
Logan.
Blau and
Eagles got him
also
for a 6th-round pick. We all thought that was a pretty good deal.
Tim Boyle.
Yeah, there's
no surprise.
And I'd even give up a late-round draft pick.
This offseason, depending upon how Philly tries to put together their quarterback room for 2022, how that's going to look at positions 1 and 2, we will assume that it'll be Jalen Hurts and maybe another young developing type of quarterback behind him. We don't know what their interest is going to be in any of the veterans that may be on the move this offseason. But Minshew's going to be somewhere, and he's going to play good quality football, just like he has here for this team this year. And you just root for guys like this. You root for guys who you know it means something to them. They're authentic. They have
Third
good
down and
relationships
6.
with everyone around them. He embodies all that.
Ball's at midfield.
3rd and 6.
Minshew throws. That's caught. Spin move.
Greg Ward.
And gain or no gain.
Couldn't get out of the tackle of Kelvin Joseph.
Just got whatever he got it for the catch. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, I think it's
that was a
telling
gain
that
of
you
2
got some
on
of
that
these
play.
Receivers still out there, like Greg Ward. You know, they're going to
Blau and
count on him
Tim,
to make
free
some
agents.
plays in the postseason. You know, or Jalen Rager's still out there.
Yeah, see, I would have got rid of
Watkins
them.
Still out there. That tells you something.
Plus
about
a late
what they're
round,
trying
like
to
maybe a
figure out,
5th
with
or
this
6th
receiving
round draft
core
pick.
opposite of Devonta Smith.
Give me Gardner Minshew.
Smith was in the game early.
Re-sign
Wound
him
up
as soon as you
setting the
traded for
all-time
him, and there you
Rookie
go.
receiving record in a single season for the Eagles, breaking Deshaun
Then all you got to do is get rid of Jared Goff
Sirianni got Smith out
for
of the game.
a quarterback
4th
that
and
you're
4.
going to draft. And that is Gainwell. That's a first down.
For 9.
Ball's at the 38-yard line.
Gainwell's going to feel the effects of this game tomorrow. He's played a lot in a variety of ways.
I'll tell you what, between Gainwell and Jason Huntley, the Eagles know that they have some guys that are multi-tool players coming out
But I
of
mean,
the
Philadelphia
backfield
always takes our guys
as
and look at
runners
them.
and
They always
receivers that
do
they can
really
count
well.
on, in addition
Huntley,
to
former
Boston Scott,
Detroit
Miles
Lion.
Sanders when he comes
You
back,
had
and Jordan Howard.
last year. You
They're
had
loaded in the
the
backfield.
wide receiver out of Old Dominion. He did pretty well. They got Slay over there. He's ranked 5th in the National Football League at corner. What's up, Tater Monkey? Welcome to the family. We got a doubleheader next Saturday, a tripleheader next Sunday, and a game on Monday.
Week 18 of the NFL will wrap up tomorrow. All sorts of
Here's
seeding,
Huntley.
positioning, couple division titles
Huntley,
still left on the
gain
line.
of about 2 yards.
And that should take us down to the 2-minute warning.
That is indeed going to take us to the 2-minute warning, as it is 2 minutes remaining. Trox, you're my family, but my Cowboys are going to smoke the Arizona Cardinals in the playoffs. I mean, without what was that score last week? You know? What was that score last week? Hashtag Red Sea, baby. It's all love, Steven. That got his stats tonight. See, like that's one thing I don't like to see. Like, I mean, you're probably not going to get no higher than where you're at right now. You know, I don't see you moving up to number 2. I don't see you moving up to number 3. You are at right where you're supposed to be for the Dallas Cowboys. At the number 4 spot, go where the Arizona Cardinals will go to you in Dallas. And what do you call it? You go from there. Like, yeah, I get what the mindset was. Hey, we need to get our game back on the same page. I get it. But your backups could have beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's keep it 100. Your backups against their backups. I mean, it'd have been a thrilling game. It would have came down to the wires, but let's face it. You're the Cowboys. You are going to get the calls if it's a close game, and the refs are going to have to call a whistle. You know, you guys are more of a win-now team where technically the Eagles, they're not even supposed to be in the playoffs. But guess what? In a rebuild year, they made the playoffs. And they still got some draft picks coming. Like, that right there, you got to tip your hat off to the Philadelphia Eagles. Win, lose, or draw any from here on out, like, you're just like, hey, we're not even supposed to be here.
Boma, John Parolin back in Bristol.
Like, that's something that you're going to take into that offseason and be like,
so many more.
We got something here. Let's shake this up a little bit. Let's get some win now pieces.
Do an unbelievable job.
Build through the draft as well.
John Hooper, Jason Jones.
And really perform. Come out next year.
Tony Grenier,
yeah.
The wizard on the tape
and
machine.
that's Quez Watkins.
For the touchdown for the Eagles, 36 yards to make it a little more respectable on the scoreboard.
We talked about Quez Watkins, trying to earn a little bit more action and some balls in the regular season as his postseason comes along.
Hey, ain't nobody in the NFL are bums.
For the Eagles on offense.
I don't care what anybody says.
He's had some of those
ain't no team in the NFL bums.
But he's always seeming to
They are the best of the best players.
Great awareness
it's
where defenders
any given
are,
Sunday
comes
for
up
a
with big
main
touchdown
reason.
here late.
And the Eagles will go for 2. Of course they will.
These are world-class athletes. Best of the best this nation has to offer.
Minshew in some trouble.
And Gardner Minshew gets sacked. That 2-point attempt is no good.
Oh, my God. Had a sack earlier, sends Minshew flying. And that'll keep the score at 51-26.
You see Terrell Basham at the top of your screen. Just going to keep working. Just keep working. You see him dip underneath.
I mean, are there a lot of crybabies in the league? Yeah, there is.
Rush and finish.
Are there a lot of, quiet players in this league? Yeah, there is. But these are world-class athletes. They busted their tails off their entire life to be at where they're at. I'm a Lions fan, and I still tip my hat off to the Packers, to the Vikings, to the Bears. Hey, I'll tip my hat off, but guess what? Come next game, I'm going to be ready.
Jockeying going on there.
I'm going to play with a little bit extra push.
East. It's one of the few divisions still left up for grabs. But again, all the seeding, everything will be sorted out tomorrow.
But that's just the competitive nature in me.
Matchups tomorrow night after the win and in game.
All right.
The Chargers and the Raiders tomorrow night.
And that's going to be a touchback. Ball's at 25.
What do you guys like in that one, in the game that have everybody's attention?
These are rematches of games that we've had on Monday Night Football. Both,
all right,
both the Chargers
have
and
a wonderful
Raiders
night.
And the Rams and the 49ers. The 49ers obliterated
and a great
the Rams.
play deserves respect.
How much they ran the ball 45
absolutely,
times
Sally.
Or so. And then tomorrow night, listen, it's going to be a great game. If the Raiders are able to win that game, I know we.
I mean, why are a lot of
Coach
Detroit
the Year
Lions
candidates,
fans,
right?
you know,
LaFleur
fans of
and
the
Taylor and Vrabel.
what do you call it?
But if the
Here is
Raiders
victory
can win tomorrow night,
formation.
listen, I'm just going to throw Rich Bisaccia.
First kneel down.
Rich Bisaccia into that conversation. It would be an unbelievable story.
And just think.
All right, do you have to mute it real quick? Why are a lot of Detroit Lions fans, what do you call it, Cleveland Brown fans? Because we have a level of respect towards them because they know exactly what the Detroit Lions' pain is. Both teams used to run the NFL from the 1940s to the 1960s. Ever since they said the word Super Bowl as a championship, it's like, what's
most people
that?
think that's it. Okay, this team's just going to start
Both
showing
teams
some
went
cracks
0-16.
as far as their ability to just summon up good performances.
Both teams have been
Not
laughing
even close.
franchises,
Zach
you know,
Taylor
since Four
was as
Flats
good
on the
as gone
Cadillac.
a couple years ago, right? Look at the job he's done in Cincinnati.
You know,
Who wants to go there?
that's why a lot of fans will have a lot of respect for the Cleveland Browns, like me. Yeah, I'm a Steeler fan, but I still, as a Lions fan, I have a lot of respect for the Cleveland Browns because they know our pain.
Won Coach of the Year with Lamar
When they play up against the Steelers, I want to whip their, you know, their butts.
LaFleur in the Coach of the Year conversation.
You know, because that's just the competitive nature in their division rival. You know, right now I feel bad for Matt Nagy and what do you call it? That is the last kneel down.
I see what you think.
I feel bad for the Bears having Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace. I feel no team deserves to feel the same pain as the Detroit Lions that had Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn, or as I like to call them, Matt Patricia and Bob Queen, because both of them were Trash City, a.k.a. the Boston Turds.
I am told this is the first 51.
No disrespect to
final
Boston, no
in
disrespect
NFL
to
history.
New England or the Patriots.
And the Cowboys
Just those two guys.
22 different.
All right. I will be bringing in the post-game presser. You know, for me, I can't stand when teams got to deal with the same stuff that we had to deal with. You know, because guess what? When we get good, I want y'all to be at your best. I want the Chicago Bears to be at their best. I want the Minnesota Vikings to be at their best. I want the Green Bay Packers to be at their best. Because guess what? When we beat you, there's zero excuses. Just like the Pittsburgh Steelers, as a fan of. I want the Browns to be good. I want the Ravens to be good. I want the Bengals to be good. Because when we beat them, there's no excuses. Same thing as the Arizona Cardinals fan. I want the Rams to be good. I want the 49ers to be good. I want the Seattle Seahawks to be good. Because when the Cardinals beat them, there's zero excuses. Y'all was at your best against our best. You know, just like if I lose, there's no excuses. We just lost to a better team that given day. You know, it's any given Sunday for a main reason. You know, these players, they work their tails off. But, man, what a game that was. 51-26. Trox returning from IR with vengeance. Hey, your boy had a lot to say. I wasn't able really to talk. I had a lot of texting while I was sick. So your boy is going to talk a little bit today, since it's the first day back. And yeah, you know, your boy had a lot to say, but couldn't really talk to anybody. But I fell asleep last game, Trox. You just woke me up. Hostile talk here on this game. What you mean, Shasi? All right, Raquel, have a wonderful night. Throw him some Troxburg. Hey, that's coming up. That might be next week. Actually, real talk, that might be tomorrow when I cover the Steelers and the Ravens. I will be live for that Ravens-Steelers game, Big Ben's last game. It's going to be an end of an era in the regular season, at least. I don't know if the Steelers will make it to the postseason or not. You know, like I told them on Twitter, hey, take care of what you can. And right now, what you can take care of is the Baltimore Ravens. Take care of that game. Don't worry about anything else. And give your quarterback his last career victory in the regular season. What's up, Tim? Till he gets a 10-day contract in 5 years. Browns Bengals tomorrow, question mark. I'm not too sure what game I'm doing for that 425. I don't know what I have in my area. Cowboys 475 total yards to 315. That's insane. All right, here comes Dak Prescott.
You said tonight was about getting into a rhythm heading into the playoffs. What progress did you make into getting that rhythm that you want?
Yeah, I mean, we got some momentum going. Able to score some touchdowns on offense. Just had some success running the ball, throwing the ball. And more importantly, just as you said, able to get the ball out to some different guys, got everybody involved, got some new guys to score a touchdown, and that was big.
Yeah, with Michael Gallup out for the rest of the season, what did Cedric Wilson show you tonight?
Yeah, Ced stepped up, but that he's done that all year long. Anytime his number's called, we're going to need him for this run, and he's a great player for us.
For you personally, Dak, a career-high 5 touchdown passes. You set the Cowboys' single-season touchdown pass mark with 37. Just a year ago, you were rehabbing your way back from that horrible injury. Just what does it mean to you to be rolling the way you're rolling and playing the way you're playing right now?
I mean, it's special, but I mean, that record like that, that's this team, that's this offense. All the different guys that caught passes, the guys that protected, everybody played a part in it, and I'm just the beneficiary of it. But to know where I was a year ago, to be where we are now, heading to the playoffs, very excited.
Next week is go time. Just how much do you want to see Arizona again? Maybe another shot at them?
It doesn't matter. Line them up. To get to where we got to go, we want to beat the best, and you've got to beat the best. So whoever it is, wherever it is, we're ready for this run.
Thanks, Dak. Congratulations on the win. Good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, real talk. That's the mindset you want to have. Because you know why they said that. Because of last week. You know, let's be 100. They said that because of last week. Hey, what about the Cardinals? Hey, it doesn't matter. You want to give us the Cardinals? We'll take on the Cardinals because we have to. It's going to be at our house. And we'll see where the Cards lay out. You know, that's the mindset you want to have going into the playoffs. You know, when you're like, oh, I don't want to play them, or, you know, hey, or you get overly confident, you know, then, you know, that's when you get overly confident, that's where, you know, things are going to go wrong quick, fast, and in a hurry. You know, you never want to be too high, but you never want to be too low. Hey, whatever happens, happens. That's the mindset right there. That might be able to, if you do get the Cardinals, that might be able to beat the Cardinals. You know, it's that type of mindset. Hey, you want to give us the Cardinals? That's fine. We got to play them. They're coming to our house again. You know, second time in 2 weeks? That's fine with us. Like, we're going to be ready because our brand of football is going to be ready. You know, and that's what you want. You know, for the Eagles, I mean, hey, your backups put up 26 points. Bruh. That's going to be somebody's nightmare in the playoffs when you start adding some of those what do you call it, starters back into that. Like, you're going to add your starting quarterback. Yeah, Gardner Minshew did great, but let's face it, he's no Jalen Hurts. You know, he's a first or second round talent for a reason. things like that. But man, it's going to be an interesting playoff. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of blowouts. I think that, even if whoever the Eagles play, I think the Eagles are going to keep it respectable if they do lose. If they win, I think it's going to be a respectable win. Couple points here, couple points there, things like that. Dallas is the team to beat in that division. I've always told you guys since the offseason. I said, hey, if Dallas is healthy, that's their division to lose. Sure enough, they locked up that division title. They got the home field in that division. And, let's see where they're going to fall, week to week in the playoffs, if they make it week to week to the playoffs. Health is a key in winning football. Also running that football. Today showed that, Ezekiel Elliott can get the job done when need be. We haven't seen that type of Ezekiel Elliott really all season. I mean, yeah, he'd have a couple good games, things of that nature, but he's been banged up. He's been banged up majority of the season, and we're finally starting to see him a little bit back, a little bit more bouncing a little bit. And, I think if he can do that, you'll get Pollard back for the playoffs. That's going to be a formidable 1-2 punch for running the football. You guys all know me. Run that football, stop that run, play sound defense, discipline football, have the will to win. You do those 5 things, I guarantee a victory. I don't guarantee a whole lot, but you do those 5 things, you're going to be winning a whole lot of football games. And, and if you look at it today, why did the Dallas Cowboys put up 51 points? They put up a lot of yards on the ground. And then that opened up their long passes downfield. That opened up the little check downs to, Cedric Wilson and Dalton Schultz and things like that. But that does it for Saturday. We got a triple header tomorrow. We are starting, let me bring up that schedule real quick. We are starting with the Steelers and Ravens. We will be starting Steelers-Ravens. That's at 1 o'clock. I don't know what I'm going to do for the 425 game. And then we got the Sunday night football game, Chargers and Raiders. And that's going to do it for Week 18 and the regular season. So I got to think about which game I'm going to do for that 425. And I'll have it all up tonight and go from there. But with that being said, I got a lot of work to do. I got 4 thumbnails to do and 4 streams to put up. But with that being said, I love you all. Stay safe. I'll see you tomorrow for a triple header and the last day of the regular season for the National Football League in 2021/now 2022. That being said, I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Zero.